Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com. All the guys want. I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather. I was trying to fight every fighter. I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to.
What do you bring to the table?
Let's get this on. Let's do it. Well, it's like this. Wait.
All right, that's it. Hold on. Bernard, everybody calm down.
Man, you know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I sacrificed a lot.
BoxingVoice.com.
To get to where I got to.
BoxingVoice.com.
What's up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. And today we're going to be discussing the heavyweight division, the breaking news. Shout out to Dan Rayfield, fighting the good fight. Found out that there has been some reports coming from Saudi Arabia that they're looking to put on Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder in separate bouts December 23rd. Now, this is coming off the back of the Tyson Fury-Usyk fight falling apart due to that fight being a little tougher than maybe Tyson Fury expected. And now it's turned out that that fight has been pushed to February, opening the door for Wilder and Anthony Joshua to have a night in Saudi Arabia and put on a show in separate bouts. I know we've been wanting these two to fight each other, but this time around it looks like it's an audition to see how well they do. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just to each of them get a tune-up so that the fight, when they do meet in 2024, is a better fight. But the pair are reportedly in talks. Both will have separate bouts on the same card on December 23rd in Saudi Arabia. This is actually great news. We haven't heard anything about Wilder and Joshua in a positive manner in so long. We've been waiting for this fight for so long. So, to hear that we can potentially have them on the same card is certainly a step in the right direction. I mean, we couldn't get these guys in the same room, let alone the same card. But this also comes off the back of Deontay Wilder claiming that he wanted to catch a flight to personally talk to AJ about making this fight. So I know AJ was in Dallas, but, I don't know that Wilder ever went or attempted to, but it just looks like we're moving in the right direction. Unfortunately, it is very late in their careers. This fight could have happened 6 years ago, and we would have been so excited. Not to say that we're not. I certainly am. And, the heavyweight division, the last thing to go for sure is the power. And neither of these men need to be Alexander Usyk or Tyson Fury in terms of boxing skill when it comes to fighting each other. This one is going to be more about, the battle of grit and determination. AJ's a great counterpuncher. Wilder's a great, 1-2 puncher. That right hand is dangerous and he knows how to set it up. So, this is a fight that I'm certainly interested in. The thing is, they're not fighting each other this year. The talks is obviously them in separate bouts, and then they end up in a fight versus each other next year. That being said, who would you like to see these guys face in separate bouts? Because I think that's where the fun begins, right? I already put out a post on our Instagram. Shout out to Ignorant Boxing. That's always in the chat and used to be our graphic designer. He made this beautiful graphic and we posted it to see can we get some, traction as far as who would you like Wilder to face next. Obviously, it says who should Wilder fight. You got Zilly Zhang, Andy Ruiz, and Efe Ajagba, and these are options to fight in Saudi Arabia because obviously we reported the same news as you can see right there above. So let's just check out some of these comments and see did any. Okay, so someone is recommending Andy and believes that he wins. Okay, they're saying Efe Ajagba, the silent roller, would be the most entertaining fight. Then Andy, then Zilly Zhang Bang in that order. Andy Ruiz, so that's 4 for Ruiz already. 2 for Zhang, 3 for Ajagba, another for Zhang. And this guy just wants him to fight. Ruiz is a chicken. Efe gets a KO, so Zhang fighting Ngannou. I hope that's true. Imagine Zhang and Ngannou. I would be excited. But I hear it's a huge card, right? So we never know who's the headline, right? It could be Ngannou and Zhang, Wilder and Efe, AJ versus I don't know. They also wanted Zhang for AJ, so I don't know. It's pretty exciting because December 23rd isn't too far away, so it would certainly be a pre-Christmas gift to us boxing fans. But here we got another vote for Zhang and another vote for Zhang, and this is what I was arguing yesterday about Giovanni Stantiang. You're only as good as your last fight. I thought he lost the DeMarco fight. I thought he looked horrible in the Bonet fight. And I said those things verbally out loud on this podcast, but the truth is he looked fantastic in the Alexis Rocha fight, and that's all that matters. That's all that some people remember. And that's why you see Zhang's name so deep in these comments because they remember those Joyce fights. That's his last performances. Now, granted, Zhang at least has 2 back to back, so it puts him in a more dominant position and more likely for people to suggest him because he's done it twice. But it's still the same difference, in my opinion. But phone lines are open if you want to call in and give us your opinion on today's breaking news. Very excited to finally get the top of the heavyweight division moving a little bit. You know what I mean? Other guys are fighting, but the heavyweight division isn't moving the way we need it to move when it comes to the top. Like, obviously, Fury and Usyk haven't fought. And then you go down the line. Wilder AJ haven't fought. Wilder Ruiz haven't fought. Ruiz versus Zhang. Zhang versus Wilder. Joyce versus Ruiz. I mean, Dubois versus Wilder. Like, I don't get it, man. We haven't gotten any of the great matchups that we can get. Listen, on Twitter, can you let me know if you're hearing me clearly or do I need to reconnect that, man? I don't want to not be having you guys. I see what is that? Venom. Let me know if I'm coming in crystal clear so that I can adjust any settings on Twitter, please. We got our first super chat of the day, and it's a big fat $20 W dub. Salute to 7 Jimmy 7 Rivera with the $20 dub. We appreciate the love. Drop a bomb for that. Again, no one on Twitter has even told me, nah, Ness, you good. No one's giving me like a little hands up, high five, nothing. Venom, I see you there. Can I get some love here? Can you let me know? Are we rocking and rolling? See? I don't think we are. Give me a sec. Check. And I think you will be good now. What up? We hear you. All right. See, now we working. See,
You hear me?
that's why I needed the assistance. What's up? Good morning.
Yeah, yeah, we hear you. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, okay. Well, there you go. Uh, damn, you on Twitter and shout out to him, man. He's on Twitter and Discord. Making sure I'm working on both platforms and the audio's coming in crystal clear. Once again, shout out to Jimmy Rivera with the $20 super chat. He says Happy Veterans Day, champ. Well, Danny's not here, but definitely appreciate the love. Um, Once again, we're talking the December 23rd, Saudi Arabia, the night before Christmas, damn near, but it's the night before Christmas Eve, and if all goes well, you know, we will be getting a amazing fight card, cause we haven't even spoken about the fact that um, the possibility of Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol is also rumored to be on this card. And, you know, there hasn't been any mention of opponent, but he has been linked to possibly being on this December 23rd card in Saudi Arabia. So I'm just excited. I hope that this does come true and that we can get this fight because it would be good. Let me see. Okay, so SA, so you just gonna be like a spammer every day? People gonna have to complain about you every day? Damn, what's up with my mans, bro? I hate blocking people, but you pretty weird, bro. But if you're on Twitter, go ahead and give me a retweet so we can get this out to people that do want to call in and do want to voice their opinion on this December 23rd, Arabian night, baby, because we're going to have ourselves a great doubleheader with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua in separate bouts, plus the possibility of Dimitri Bivol. So that would be definitely amazing. Ignorant Boston said, thanks for sharing my graphic. It was part of a 5-minute exercise. Well, that exercise ended up well. I loved it, the colors, everything about it. So we certainly used it. Phone lines are open. I'm going out to, I think, Toronto. Let me double check who is this in the 647. While you're waiting for me to connect with the first caller today, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. This way, more boxing fans know we rocking out and talking boxing 7 days a week here over at TBV. Looks like we got Steven. What's going on, Toronto?
What's going on, Ness? You can hear me? How's my audio?
Straight.
Bless, bless. Thank you for blessing us with another show early in the morning. I feel that. I'm not gonna get too excited until I actually see some confirmation, like a press conference and something like that. Like this AJ, this Wilder, they've been saying this shit for years, man. I know it's separate bouts and stuff like that, but there's a lot of variables at play, like, you know what I'm saying, like with the Saudis and shit like that, and they're gonna be who's actually gonna be the main event, and then finding the right opponent with like what 7 weeks out, like, you know. So like I know Dan Raphael came out, so I follow him too. He came out and said just what you're reporting too as well, but until we see like what Eddie Hearn is saying, and until we get like what Malik Scott is saying, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot.
I think Dan Rayfield, getting it. I believe, he's getting it from the Prince, and yeah, I mean the money is there. They've proven that already. They did the Fury fight. These were the same people that were gonna do the Usyk fight with Fury. Now that date is off the table. So it looks like they just want to, keep things going.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, what's the possibility of saying, okay, let's say Ruiz, all these guys, they want that Saudi money. Would there be heavyweights that would be asking too much and then delay this, or they would have to get passed up, or there's obviously the Saudis got all this money and shit like that, but they would there be anybody pricing themselves out per se?
I don't know, man. I think that there's no such thing as pricing themselves out, man. I think that the Prince has been talking to Wilder and AJ. He's been flying people in and out. I think they know the
Mhm.
prices, man. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna have a double header on the 23rd. They made a splash. People are taking notice of what's going on in Saudi when it comes to boxing, and their goal is to change the perception of Saudi. So I believe that they're working towards that, right? I mean, they haven't given us any signs not to believe them. They've only put on fights. It's not like Wilder AJ is the only fight that didn't happen, and obviously, granted, Usyk Fury, but it isn't because of the Saudis. The money is there. The fight is signed. The fight was going to happen. Fury just got in a tougher fight than normal. So yeah, there's no reason not
Mhm.
to believe that they're not going to put up the money.
Okay. And one last thing I just wanted to touch base with you is I'm going to be joining. I'm going to be becoming a champ level real soon because I'm looking like this is the right time. Anyone who's listening to, there's you got the Shakur card next week. You got the Benavidez Andre. You got Ryan Garcia. You got Devin Haney. You got the top ranked card on December 9th. So like this is the time to jump on the betting show, really get that information. Let's really make some money together. So I was saying that if you got to make one of those YouTube shorts of how to get on the betting show and promoting your betting show on your YouTube shorts. You know what I'm saying? Because like this month, if anyone is interested in joining, this is the month to jump on because you got plenty of cards and lots of fights coming up.
For sure, man. Appreciate the obviously the honest promotion, man. Thank you for calling in. Um, I don't like that Wilder hasn't fought yet, though, and that's why I do like the alleged mention of this tune-up. And they both need this. This way, there's no excuses when it comes to Wilder and AJ actually getting in the ring. I don't want to hear any excuse from any fandom saying that, oh, well, my guy only fought one round and my guy had more tune-ups than your guy. That's why we got the win. I want them to be both at 100%. That's all. Let me go out to Tremaine. What is up?
Yeah.
What's good, brother?
Yeah. So, first question I have is, this Joshua Wilder, what network will this be on?
No mention just yet, but Warren seems to be involved. So I'm expecting ESPN.
ESPN, that would be good. I think that this is
It could
good for
still be
boxing.
it could still be both, right? It could be a pay-per-view because I pay for Ngannou. So it could be a pay-per-view distributed on ESPN because of the Frank Warren connection, distributed on DAZN because of the AJ connection, and distributed wherever the fuck Wilder is, right? But
Right.
you just got to remember, we just seen the Saudis put on a pay-per-view that was distributed on all markets. So again, network isn't a problem because this will probably be a pay-per-view.
Right. And, I was just curious on, the network and who was going to lead it out. So that pretty much means that, obviously, with Showtime down, it'll be interesting where Deontay Wilder lands up. But obviously, at this point, he's a business, so he can fight anywhere. Um, But I think this is great. It would be even greater if it was Bivol. It would be kind of like one of those old school cards where you have big names on the card, from top to bottom that everyone knows. Bivol's on the pound for pound list, and obviously Wilder and Joshua, former world champions. So I think this will be solid, and then it'll be solid for them to fight each other. I mean, I'm not sure if it can, if they can fight each other by the end of the season, because it's just by end of Ryder's season, because that's just too soon. But that would be nice to see in 24 because, like you mentioned earlier, the heavyweight division is huge. Also, someone mentioned earlier, shout out to all those that participate in the betting show. I'm not a bettor, but I'm a supporter of it. I hope everyone gets their bread every single time because, it's a beautiful thing to be able to be right on your picks, especially on the parlays. Um, so the last thing I want to mention before I jump off here is about a piece around Bivol. If Bivol's on the card, it's like, who does he fight? Obviously, Joshua Wilder is a tune-up for each other, but who's Bivol fighting? Ness?
There is no mention of who he's fighting. There is some sort of rumors that he could be fighting a Better Beef next year. So he might get a tune-up too. There's reports on Boxing Scene already that he might fight Bivol. Bivol Better Beef could be next year in Saudi. So the mention of him on this card just means a potential tune-up. Now, I heard of a decent fight that he didn't like. I don't know if that's going to still happen now that it's with the Saudis, because it was a fight that was not mentioned with the Saudis. So I don't know, do they still take that opponent though?
I don't know. It's just I just really want the undisputed fight. Obviously, it's not going to happen next, but like, just need to work towards that happening. And the WBC got to get their shit together when it comes down to allowing Bivol to fight for the undisputed title. Because obviously Canelo and Bivol is kind of done at this point. That's probably not going to happen for a second round. So, obviously the person I am is I want the big fights. I want them now. TBV, shout out to the whole community. I'm out. Y'all have a good Saturday.
You as well, my friend. You as well. And if you want to call in, the number to call 1425-569-5241. SA, man, bro, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, what's wrong with you? Why you purposely trying to get banned from the show, man? Can't you relax? Fuck, weird guy. But yeah, man, we're talking the co-main, or excuse me, the doubleheader that potentially could happen December 23rd, uh, the night before Christmas Eve. Sounds like a amazing time if we can just get it. But looks like I'm going to be joined here by Alex in Florida once he fully connects to give us his thoughts on the matter. And while we wait for him to connect, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility. The number to call if you want to voice your opinion is 1-425-569-5241. Alex, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm coming in good.
Yeah, you turned the camera off, though.
It's not
What's
working.
up? It is now. How are you, my friend?
Doing good, man. Ain't nothing like some boxing talk on a Saturday, man. What do you do it 7 days a week, basically, right?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Coffee and boxing, bro. It's not that difficult.
There you go, man. Especially when you got a topic like this, man. These type of things, I think, gets a lot of boxing fans going. And these are two of the biggest heavyweight stars that we've had of the past, probably decade. And I'm excited. I definitely want to see who they can be matched up with because there's options. There's always options. And heavyweight boxing is known to bring in the money. And now you bring in the Saudis wanting to make the fight. Oh man, it's to have both of these guys separate fights. It's pretty big time. You remember some months ago they were talking about the crazy doubleheader of Wilder versus Joshua Usyk versus Fury for undisputed.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna get it right now, but I mean, this is still a very big fight. I mean, you got two of the biggest markets in boxing head to head, and you heard a lot of people speaking even in the buildup of the possibility of that doubleheader, especially in this community. They were looking more forward to Wilder versus Joshua, and personally, I feel the same way. Is it fandom? Is it my national pride? I'm not sure, but this matchup, it's more. I feel maybe more of an unknown. While with the Fury Usyk, even with that performance that Fury had against Ngannou, I don't know who's going to win, but I have a feeling who's going to win. So it's more exciting. You know, it's going to be a knockout, and that's what heavyweight boxing. That's why it's different. That's why people perceive it in its own class, is because the prospect of the big knockout, which is what brings people in.
What is your educated guess on their potential opponents? Obviously, they're not fighting each other; they're in separate bouts. So, who do you see Wilder going in there with, and who do you see AJ mixing it up with on that date?
So we've heard the Ruiz talks have been brought up again. Ruiz has fought out in Saudi Arabia before, I believe,
He sure
when he
has.
fought Joshua in the second. So there's some familiarity, and they know that's going to be great name recognition. So there's, like I said, some comfortability with that. With Joshua, that one's a little more.
Let
I'm
me
not too
interject
sure.
there before you
Sure.
step away from that. Do you believe, because I think this is a different Prince, do you believe that he takes the chance on Ruiz after? Because, yeah, Ruiz's first fight was the good fight, but that was on American soil. He looked like dog shit in Saudi. So is there name recognition? Yeah, but he left a bad taste in their mouth. So is he even an option for the Saudis? I'm saying, like, do you think that rubbed them the wrong way, or he'll get a? I mean, in your mind, it obviously sounds like he's going to get a return call. I'm just still considering that as dropping the ball and maybe them not wanting to fucking do business with you.
Well, I think the number one thing is they want to bring in names probably, but really they want to make secure that Wilder versus Joshua is next. So if he shits the bag, that'll probably work in their favor more, I would think. They
I,
get a
I
nice
mean
probably
more
knockout.
performances, though. I mean more performances and the way that he looked. Like, you brought in Ngannou and Fury, and yeah, Fury's always gonna have the dab bob, but you had, two guys trying. I don't know the way that Ruiz fought in that second fight. I'm just maybe I'm being overly critical and thinking that the Prince will hold it against him. That's all,
But you did say that you believe it's a different Prince, right? This I mean they have this is the Riyadh season, is it not?
bro.
Oh, I'm
I've
sure.
never bothered to do the research on how many different of them it is. I'm just happy they dropping the bag on boxing. I really hope they bought it all so that we could get some universal rules.
Mm. Well, I mean, I have other options, but when it comes to Joshua, maybe they might do a Dillian White too.
Oh my God, no, really?
Hey, listen. Like I think the number one thing,
Bro,
like I
Joshua
said,
gets the
is to
easiest
secure
fights.
these two matching up. You don't want to take too big of risk, do you? I mean, there's a lot of potential
That's
money.
true.
The number one thing they want to do is bring tourism and secure, money coming in for generations. So you bring in names, if they come and perform, great. But you suspect that these A sides are going to go ahead, get the job done, secure that they're going to meet up in a few months. And remember, Usyk is signed with Riyadh season. Remember, they announced it a few months ago. So Usyk wins, loses, has a rematch. Down the line, you're setting up for another mega fight with Usyk, which is also securing money in boxing. Number one, what they care about, tourism. But
Nah,
go
you're
ahead.
right. You're right. These fights can't be overly competitive. And for AJ, can you think of another villain? Only because I believe the world. Well, I guess I'm wrong there. The fucking world is gonna want Ruiz, which is so whack. But the real boxing world, us hardcores, I think we would want Dillian White versus Wilder over Dillian White versus Ruiz. I mean, I would want Dillian White to fight Wilder more than I want him to fight AJ.
Hmm. Well,
Who would you
when I
want
look,
Wilder to fight more? Is it Ruiz, or do you have another option for Wilder?
so there's other names that I actually wrote this down to make sure I didn't forget that are options for both, and then I can go into how I would match them up for this particular event.
Take it away,
Um,
champ.
F- Fa Jagba, you know, he's a big puncher. He's been fighting here. He's fought on, Top Rank. He's fought on PBC shows. I mean, he's known in the boxing community. He's also Nigerian. So if you want to match him up with Joshua, you could do Nigerian versus Nigerian. Of course, like I said, with the power of Wilder. I'm gonna skip that one for now. Big Bang Zhang, of course. However, that's a big
There's
spoiler.
rumors of him and Chisora. I seen like an article maybe 48 hours ago about potential fight with him and Chisora out there.
Zhili Zhang versus Derek Chisora.
And Chisora has favor with those guys. He's like, he's one of
He's
the
all
princes.
over every
Yeah.
event they have. He
Yeah.
is there. They're giving him plenty of time to speak. So yeah, definitely seems like he has favor. That I don't want to see that. I think Derek Chisora, if you're a boxing fan, you have appreciation for him. Yeah, he has 11, 12 losses, but that man comes to fight, and he will provide you with the effort we wish we could see with every fight. People talk about what Jermell Charlo did against Canelo. You'll never get that with a Derek Chisora effort. So that's interesting. I think this one, Big Baby Miller. I think that one there, you get a guy that's going to be, on the mic talking mad crap. He's really going to help bring interest worldwide with just the quotes. And you had gave us the video. You showed us the video of him going after Wilder.
That
So for
was
me
recently.
personally,
That diss track just happened like 48 hours ago. But I swear, I follow Big Baby so much, I wanna believe he re-released that. I feel like he dropped that diss track before already.
But yeah, me personally, what I think would be great.
But that would be amazing. Would they pay for that? Because there's never been not one mention of Gerald, Miller, Big Baby, and Saudi. The only thing I've ever heard mentioned is obviously with Mahmoud Char when the whole WBA and the potential of him fighting. And I don't even think it was Saudi. It was like a whole nother country.
Nigeria.
There you go.
But I mean, me, Deontay Wilder versus Big Baby Miller, Anthony Joshua versus Fa Ajagba. That's the matchups I would like. Like I said, the Big
That's
Baby
a good
Wilder.
fight. Ajagba and AJ, they both fight in the same pace though, man. You're the Styles guy. You don't think that could end up being a snooze? I mean, I get it. Ajagba, if he jabs as much as he did in the Goodall fight, maybe it keeps AJ fighting. But I feel like they could get caught up in a jab fest and it gets boring. I guess the right hands is there. I don't know, man. I'm a little nervous with that one. I ain't gonna front.
Anticipation. That's what heavyweight boxing is. A lot of times people say that was a good fight. If you rewatch a lot of these heavyweight fights without the anticipation, because you know what's going on and you're trying to really watch the details, watch exactly how they're reacting, how they're leading. Heavyweight boxing, to me personally, I get into a lot of back and forths. I just don't see it being that highly skilled. But anticipation's so important. It's like when you watch Tank. Tank fights at a very, very low output, but you're just at the edge of your seat. You're just like, yo, is this the one that's gonna put him down? Oh man, the next one definitely. And I think with Joshua and Ajagba, it's gonna be at the edge of your seat. Every punch thrown is gonna mean so much because you're just wondering, is this the time we're gonna see Joshua not get up? Can this guy knock out Fa Ajagba? Can he take, can one take the other's punches? So yeah, I think that's very important. That's what separates heavyweight boxing from every other weight class.
For sure, man. And FA is a puncher. That's an interesting fight, man. I wonder how simple these negotiations would go with a guy like Eddie Hearn being in there. And are they going to consider people they don't know?
Money talks over everything.
I mean, I'm familiar with Chisora. I'm familiar with Dillian White. Do I really want to put my money guy in there with Fa Ajagba? Yeah, he lost to Sanchez, but that's a totally different style. asking AJ to get on his toes. He kind of did it in the Ruiz 2 fight, but can he do it throughout a whole fight to replicate the Frank Sanchez style? I don't know if they look at that fight as more danger than tune-up. Because, you yourself said they're not supposed to lose because the goal is to get them through this to meet next year.
Well, personally, I think F.A. Jabba, was I impressed in that last fight? I was. You heard his trainer. He said, elbow issues. I remember after the Frank Sanchez fight, they had made mention of injuries and how he wasn't really able to let his hands go because of such, and that's what resulted in disappointing performance against Frank Sanchez. But that was what 3 years ago, 2 years ago. They're saying he's finally over it. Is it true or not? Only they know. But I think Ajagba, he's really just a 1-2 guy. Did introduce that uppercut, but that's against a gentleman Goodall that is not the same quality as AJ. You said it earlier. AJ is a really good counterpuncher. This guy's a former gold medalist, and it wasn't just powering through people. He does have, skills within the heavyweights division. So I think Joshua, you see, he's been working on a couple things. You've seen he's been working on a lot more setups. If you don't believe me, go back and watch the Hellenius fight. He jabs to Hellenius's right to keep the right hand, goes to the body and blasts that right hand. I mean, talk about a beautiful setup that gave you guys gave us, I'm sorry, as boxing fans, a beautiful, beautiful highlight reel knockout. So yeah, I feel very comfortable with Joshua beating the guy like F.A. Jagba, who doesn't really switch his rhythm as much. Can't really just works off the jab and his big power too. So very confident Joshua. Another name that it's not sexy, but he has been he's been against a big fighter, but it might be risky. Is an Otto Wallin. He's from Europe, Sweden. He, like I said, we've seen him against Fury. He just had a fight.
That's very risky for those guys, right, bro. He's that's an upset.
He just upset somebody.
The dude Usyk fought. I picked him to go decision.
Right?
Gassiev.
And I wish this was still an option because he was just there. Probably another dangerous fight, but just to mark it off, people, I want to make sure we mention everyone we can. He was just over there. Jared Anderson, man, if what didn't happen this past weekend, could he have been an available opponent? Would they have been okay if he beat one of these guys to throw him in there?
Is he healthy though? Is he healthy? Didn't he? Allegedly turned down the 2 fights because he's got an injured hand. Will he be healthy for a December return? Quick turnaround too.
When was he supposed to return? It was November,
next
right?
week. Next week on the Shakur card, he was supposed to be fighting as the co-main.
Yeah, hand injuries are they're tricky, right? It could be a couple weeks, could be a couple months. So you're right, but
and you need your hands in boxing for sure.
Yeah, I think he just deserved a mention since he was there. He's the top heavyweight prospect, I would think, in the world. Is he a prospect anymore?
But I think you did.
Beat Charles Martin.
I think you did right by mentioning him. I mean, I don't think the Prince is giving out $100,000 watches to anybody for no reason. I mean, I'm pretty sure they want him to fight there. And again, they work with Bob. They work with Frank Warren. So I see no issues them working with someone like a Jared Anderson. But let me get to some calls, Alex. Don't go nowhere. Huang, what's up? Huang in Houston, talk to us. We hear you, champ. You got to unmute that mic, though. While we wait for Juan to connect, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of others. Juan, just unmute your mic. Huang, all right, moving on. We got LV Slugger in. Well, he dropped off too. Motherfucker. All right.
I'm sure he'll be back.
Saturday morning vibes. Here we go. What up, Huang? We hear you, champ. You gonna talk?
Yeah, you hear me now?
Been hearing you. We've been hearing you.
All right, my bad, yo. Hey, so man, I really think that's a good idea. They gonna have both of them, but they ain't say who they gonna fight though, right?
Yeah, they haven't mentioned who they fighting, and they certainly said
Yeah.
they're not fighting each other.
Man, that's a good build-up, yo. That makes it look like that's a fight everybody want to see. And I feel like that's a good build-up, right? They basically telling you, look, hey, these two dudes fight, man. And who and, and, and who they got for Usyk? Who's Usyk supposed to be facing soon?
Well, Usyk was gonna fight Fury, but that fight got pushed back till February because of Usyk's
Well,
injury.
Fury's
Yeah,
fighting
Fury's
because of the
injury.
fight with Ngannou.
And so they ain't got they ain't named no other opponents or nothing. He just gonna be like basically shoved to the end.
Say again?
He ain't got no other opponent for Usyk. He's basically gonna be shoved till Fury get better or what?
Yeah, so the fight's in February. They just pushed it back to February.
Oh, okay. So they did push it. They got a date for when it's pushed back.
Yeah, they pushed it to February.
Dang, man. You know what? I hope Andy Ruiz fight one of these dudes, man. Really Wilder. Ruiz and Wilder. Man, that's something exciting. And you know what? I wanted to say something. I couldn't get on the other day, man. I know it's completely off topic, man, but I couldn't get through. Man, Benavidez is gonna beat the shit out of Charlo. I just want everybody to know that. I was
Jose
hearing
Benavidez,
everybody
right?
shit on Benavidez. Man, Benavidez gonna get on that ass, man. Mark my words. I'm even
Let me
willing to
ask you
put
a
some money
question.
up on it.
What
Talk to
is
me,
it
brother.
that you've seen from Jose Benavidez that makes you so sure that he'll, go ahead and dominate Jamal Charlo?
Word.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what I see. Activity. You know what I'm saying? Activity. Motherfucking Charlo. I ain't seen nothing from him in how long? Would have been 800 something days. Let me go look on my wall clock because I got a clock that has Charlo's face, and every day it changes with a day. Day this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, come on, man. This guy, I hate when the sport does stuff for people like this. Hold the belt captive and shit like that. Nah, man. I feel like Benavidez, he gonna go out there and he gonna prove something. He's like, okay, man, I'm on the big stage now. It's a mind thing, but I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I thought Baby Charlo was gonna go out there and do that shit to Canelo. I was wrong. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just don't see Charlo. He ain't got no hunger to me, and the way he was, man, the way he was acting is like I want them Charlos that was like hungry. And I seen that energy with the other Charlo. And when you like that, for me, it was that energy. At first, it tricked me. I seen that energy and I was like, oh man, Charlo, he calm and he's smart. You know what? He'll come out here. He mean business. He don't come out there and do Canelo. I was
So
gave my
you
money.
thought
I'm not play with.
Benavidez was going to be Charlo because he's been more active, but
Yeah,
Canelo
that's
wasn't
really
going to
on
do
a
it,
serious
even though he
thing.
was more active than Jermell Charlo, right?
What do you mean? Say it again.
No, yeah. So you based that Benavidez was going to defeat Jamal because Benavidez has been more active, and Charlie said you have a clock, you look at it every day. But then when it came to Jermell Charlo, who was out for almost a year and a half, dealt with injuries, was going to defeat Canelo, even though Canelo had fought multiple times since the last time Charlo was in the ring because of his
Well,
energy.
no, with Jamel and Canelo, it had in my mind it had nothing to do with the activity. Only reason I was like, you know what? He sold it to me. The way he looked focused and stuff. I said, man, maybe you know what? Maybe this boy in a different mindset. But really, what got me with Benavidez is that he's being
He
more
was
active.
talking, man. You know, you got sold on his talking at that little Zoom
I did.
conference.
I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah,
did get sold on.
I know. It ain't nothing about no activity. He sold you with his shit talking.
All right, fuck it. I'll tell you the truth. He sold me with the shit talking. You know what I'm saying?
It happens. It
It
happens.
Fucking
happens.
light ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this nigga's a monster. He want to go out there and fuck this dude up, and I want him to, because Charles, I just been hating them motherfuckers forever. I mean, I ain't seeing like you. You know what I mean? But
Oh, that's funny.
man, I wanted to say that the other day and I couldn't because fucking Twitter wouldn't let me get through. But yeah, man, I appreciate you letting me get that off my chest, man. I'm riding with Benavidez, and I'm finna budget $200 of my betting money.
Oh
If
my
anybody want to take
God.
a straight up bet, fuck
Oh
it. You know what
my
I'm saying?
God.
I throw money away on other dumbass shit. I might as well try to roll the dice on this one. You know what I mean?
Word.
And it'll be more enjoyable. If I get fucking drunk and smoke a little weed and he does it, I'll jump up and act crazy and shit. Yay! You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for y'all is more May Ness. Appreciate you and appreciate y'all giving us this Saturday. When I got up to make my coffee, I checked YouTube and I'm like, damn, this is a show. That's why TBV is the best, man. Y'all gotta stop hating on TBV, man. The voice of the
Appreciate you,
people.
man. Appreciate you. We got Cliff.
Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday.
What up?
Yo,
What up?
I didn't even hear you like get to me. That's just the Twitter Spaces is crazy. It just said you can talk now. Hey, piggybacking what he said though about Benavidez, I don't the talking didn't do it for me. I don't even know if Benavidez is gonna win, but I wouldn't be surprised because I look at it like Charlo has been inactive and going past this year that all the inactive fighters been going down. And
Word.
his yeah, if you look at it, if I come off the top of my head, I don't even want to go down that list, but a lot of fighters, like Errol Spence is one of them. Charlo's brother is another one, and there's many more that went down when they've been so inactive this year, and his mental health issues. So I don't know if he's all the way there.
Word.
There's a lot
It's
of
hard to pick him, but he's so much bigger and just been better than than Jose. So it's hard not to pick him, even with all
right.
that.
But if he upset him, I'm gonna be somebody who's not shocked.
I
Like
just
I'm
can't
gonna
see it
definitely.
happening, man. Like, what was the layoff for Danny when he fought Danny? Like, he couldn't even beat Danny, who was moving up.
Yeah, that's true.
That was like
And I
2
saw that
years,
fight too.
like 28 months. It was like a layoff for Danny.
I seen that fight too. But
Either way.
is Danny? Would you say Danny is more of a boxer,
Bro,
like
the
than
worst thing about
Charlo?
it is, Cliff, I hate to say it, but it's like it's a question. Like, did he give the best performance of his life in the Crawford fight? And is that version of him, even on one fucking leg, gone forever?
Oh, I think it is. I don't. I think he was better then than he is today.
Mm. Well,
But I
he ain't
also
getting the win
don't.
then.
But I don't know who Charlo is though. That's the thing. Like Charlo,
Man,
like
Charlo's
I'm
still punching, bro. Look, like one thing I
concerned
know,
about that guy.
the one thing is that those phrases in boxing was here for a reason. Power's the last thing to go. So you could be concerned. He still could punch.
There's a lot of people that could punch though. You got to be able to set that punch up and land it flush.
Yeah,
And
but
one thing
that's his
Benavidez do is
specialty.
fucking block with the high guard.
Yeah, but that's his specialty. He's a 1-2 puncher. Like, that dude's been technically sound for a long time. He doesn't get crazy. The craziest thing he do is the left hook.
Well,
Like, he 1-2 for the, I don't know. Alex, do you see him doing anything extra?
I mean, he's known to have. Remember back, especially I like to bring up that Deryanchenko performance around that time. They were saying best jab in boxing, but right, he doesn't. Right, he does a lot of technical things well and keeps within himself mostly in that ring.
You're still high. Y'all are both still high on Charlo. Y'all are expecting to see the
I'm
Charlo
not
that y'all came
high.
accustomed to.
I'm not high, but I'm giving a man that got 30 fights maybe the benefit of the doubt. Because
Yeah, I would say. Oh, go ahead.
people also say that Tom Out could do good. So he's been out
I
the
don't
ring.
see. I haven't seen that lately though. But Charlo's my favorite to win the fight, but an upset wouldn't shock me though.
That's fair to say.
No.
The thing is, it's levels, right? We just saw Jamel Herring come off of, I know it's not as much,
Oh,
but what,
but you seen
16,
who he
17 month
fought though?
layoff, fights an undefeated 24-year-old and takes him out in one round. And like
Yeah, but that
everyone
guy,
knows, Benavidez is not the same. Charlo, yeah, a
this
long time out the ring, but I've been wondering,
that's
was he
not
kind of? It
fair,
seemed that he
bro.
was. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
He said that's not fair because the dude from Massachusetts.
Yeah, I don't. You nuts heard me whisper it. That's not fair because that dude's boxing rec. He had like 7 debut fighters that he fought, and and yeah, and then yo, he had a terrible resume. That's why when
I ain't
I
gonna front.
picked
I hedged
Heron,
that motherfucker because of that. I said, man, Heron might knock this nobody out. I watched
I
like 2
didn't.
of his fights. I hedged Heron. I said, nah, decision in case this old man want to get some rounds and get the rust off, or
Hmm.
knockout, motherfucker, because this kid ain't on your level.
that kid was not on the level at all. You see, that shows you that there's such a big discrepancy in skill level from like a beginner to someone who's like a former champion. He just got off his couch and put him away in one round. Like
Nah,
that's like I
nah,
He
got in
did
the
not
ring
get
nah,
off
with him.
his
nah.
couch.
He did not get off his couch. That dude was working, and it could be
No,
genetics. I ain't gonna front.
I'm saying Heron got off his couch.
No, and that's who
He
I'm
ain't
saying,
fight.
Bro,
and that's who I'm disagreeing with you with. And I'm also throwing in that it could be genetics, but kid works, man. He works fucking hard. He works fucking hard.
He's clearly was way more talented than that dude. That's why I felt like it was an unfair
Nah,
comparison
I'm not
for
arguing that.
Benavidez and Charlo.
I'm not arguing that. I mean that was the kid's biggest step up ever.
Mm.
I want to say Ismael Villarreal. If you watched on Thursday, they came up in the same promotion, Boston Boxing Promotion. So he just did a good performance against Colin Walsh, who is
Yeah,
supposed to be one of the next 154 pounds. So
but he still lost.
Hey
he
yo,
still
nuts!
lost. Earned himself
Before I
another
let you
check though.
go,
Yeah.
why you don't allow like the champion subscribers to call in and do like a small call in for the betting shows?
Nah, we've been
You
trying
don't.
to figure it out because we've been trying to figure it out. We tried to use Discord to call in because SDX Renzi wanted to call in too. But it didn't work. So we're just trying to find a way to call in to the actual betting show. But we've been working on that. We tried
Yeah,
it.
I
We
think
tried it
that
2
would be
shows
dope.
ago.
Yeah, I think that shit would be dope if you're not like this where everybody gets a chance. Maybe only super chatters or counter punchers. I don't know, but I think that would be pretty dope. But that's all I got for you. I was really just listening.
All right. Appreciate it. Once again, the number to call. James, I see you on the line, but you haven't pressed 1. Remember, you need to press 1 if you're on our landline. That's going to let me know you're ready to rock and roll. We got Average Boxing Fan on Discord. What's going on?
Buenos dias, buenos dias. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Buenos dias.
Yo, man, these people gotta stop calling in and saying fucking the Mexican Cholo, Peg Leg Morgan, is gonna beat the emo Charlo, bro. That's not gonna happen. That dude is fighting off one leg. He's gotten lazy and
His
he
leg
can't
not
make.
healed yet, though? Like, how we still saying he got one leg?
It's Peg Leg Morgan, bro.
Bro, have you been watching him fight? That leg, I mean, he's never going to be the same.
Really?
What do you got to say about the topic, Average Boxing Fan? How about that? You want to see your boy
On the
Ruiz in
topic,
there?
bro, you know how I like to match up my shit. I don't like to over marinate stuff sometimes. I mean, I want to see Wilder knock out Reese. And then
You
for
want to get your
AJ,
brethren?
man, put him in there with Big Bang. Fuck it. Because for me, I really want to see Big Bang and Wilder. I think that's a fucking action-packed fight where someone's going to get knocked the fuck out. Because I still think Wilder knocks out AJ. I don't know why. Reese took the dog out of him, and he hasn't looked the same ever since. He tends to get hurt too, man. I can't picture that dude withstanding that Wilder punch, bro. That's talking about AJ, because I mean, even Usyk seemed to hurt him both the times they fought. I didn't watch his last fight, but what did you guys make of him?
Of who? Usyk?
No, AJ. Because
I went to the Franklin fight. I mean, he is what he is, bro. He's gonna be trouble with a power puncher.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, Wilder Reese. AJ, Big Bang, and fucking let the winners face each other next year, bro. What do you think? You don't like that AJ Big Bang matchup?
I mean, hell yeah, that's a fucking banger. I don't know that he
Cause,
takes that.
Cause I mean, I feel like it's still a money fight for Wilder facing either man, especially Big Bang coming off an AJ win. That's nuts. I would like to see that, bro. I think Big
I
Bang.
would love Big Bang in the mix.
They
Against any
should
of
though. And
them.
then on the Bivol topic, bro. I don't think he's gonna end up fighting Betterby because I've been saying it for the past fucking almost half a year. Callum Smith's gonna upset Betterby. I feel like the dude's is too old. His last fight was kind of brutal. He's susceptible to get knocked down as well. And like I said, his last fight was
Bro,
brutal, man. He had that
there's no
fucking
way
cut.
Callum Smith upsets Beterbiev, bro.
I feel like he's
Man, I
gonna upset Betterby,
disagree.
bro.
Power is the last thing to go, bro. That dude punches like nobody else in boxing. Like nobody around his weight punches like that. You
Hey, but
know,
Callum Smith got some power after he moved up to 75.
that's cool. Knocking out Lenin Castillo ain't
And
gonna do it for me.
the French guy that I don't think anyone can remember his name, but I do want to say I disagree. I think Colin Smith, he's tall, he has a long reach. He's been in there with top competition before. And to Abe's point, Beterbiev, his reflexes, they gotta go sometime. I mean, the man's almost 40 years old. You're usually the last. You don't want to be the last person to know that you're not the same. And he's so used to being able to maintain what he's done in the ring that if it's not been seen before until that ring, absolutely, Colin Smith can do it.
I feel
Bro,
like we're gonna start the year off
yeah,
with one of the biggest
tripping.
upsets, bro. Because I
Yeah,
don't think
tripping.
anyone's gonna give Callum Smith a damn chance.
Homie, Callum Smith's biggest win, and I know this doesn't mean shit, but it still is George Groves. Like, it's still George Groves. Like, you guys are tripping. I get it, though. You Mexican, so you want him to win, so Canelo looks
No,
good.
nah, it's not even like that, bro. I went fucking back and I was like, damn, it's been too long. If this fight would have been, because it was announced when back in
Bro,
April.
you're right. You're right. It has been too long since Callum had a decent win.
No, I'm saying the Better Beef and Callum Smith fight. It's like the third time they postpone it, right?
Bro, he got Mark Ramsey. He's good. He been sparring fucking Mabili. He spars Hot Rod. They fly Hot Rod in. Come on, bro. No way,
Yeah,
bro.
you really ain't giving Smith a chance then, huh?
Hell no, bro. How many rounds it took him to beat Ndam? A dude that Peter Quillen fucking battered around the ring, got like 7 knockdowns, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Still
No.
went 12.
Nothing Callum shows me says he's gonna beat Better Beef. How?
No, we'll see. We'll see. We still got what, a couple months before that fight is, and I'm hoping they don't fucking postpone it again. 'Cause if that's gonna happen, then just
Well,
fucking scrap the fight and give Better Beef to
I think
Bivol.
it is gonna get postponed because there's heavy rumors of Arthur Better Beef and Bivol next year. That's why they're trying to give Bivol a tune-up in Saudi to bring him back versus Better Beef in Saudi.
Fuck it, give him Callum Smith then.
Who? Bivol?
To Bivol.
That is not one of the names Biva's looking at. I mean, to hear the names, it's a little disappointing. They say Hot Rod solid. That's probably the best name I
What?
heard.
You heard
They
Hot
said
Rod?
Lyndon
Who
Arthur.
reported Hot Rod?
Come on, man. So you didn't watch my clips, bro. That hurts. That hurts a little bit.
No, I told you I was not. You kept trying to push me to do the Bibble show. He's not moving numbers, bro. Like, who is he?
Didn't they mention that
come
German
on,
dude or
dude. You
something
don't
like
think?
that?
Huh?
I had seen a clip where they mentioned
Alex. He
some German
mentioned
guy.
it. He mentioned it himself. He mentioned Hot Rod.
The manager.
What they say exactly?
That was the first name they mentioned. They said that they've been working with Matchroom. That they named 4 names. Hot Rod was the first name that they mentioned. Who they made contact about doing a fight with. They also named Lyndon Arthur, who that's been a rumor. I don't know how that'll be made with Matchroom, however. Man, some Middle Eastern or name, man, it's a guy that's been mentioned in a big fight before but pulled out. And I gotta look it up. I think I screenshotted it.
Wow,
But
so they
Hot Rod
mentioned.
was the first name, and they had mentioned that he was a better BF opponent specifically.
Yeah. No, I Hot Rod has been in talks with them for sure, but they turned down that fight.
This was last week.
Bivol turned down that fight though. They didn't like the money.
Let's get Hot Rod on the show.
I don't know how much he'll give us, but let's get him on.
That's all I got though, fellas. Have a good one, man.
All right, because from what I hear, they're gonna revisit that fight. I mean, it could. That's why I said it could end up being this fight. That's why I said I wasn't gonna say his name, but if they already said it, hey. So I said on this show it could end up being a Bivol common opponent. I didn't want to say his name, but if he already
You
put it out there, oh well.
you wanna here, I can send you the clip
Go ahead.
specifically. It's a Bivol, partially a Bivol show. Also, I wanted to mention quick while I look this up. What do you think? How do you think Daniel Dubois could fit into this? Because you had mentioned him once.
I love Dubois, man. Dubois versus Wilder and Saudi makes sense for me. You know, Dubois versus Ruiz. You know, if you're gonna do Zhang versus AJ, Wilder versus Dillian White, Ruiz versus Dubois, you know that's an amazing fucking card. That shit is that's
Uh,
next level.
Ronald Gavril was the other name, dude.
Ronald Graville. Yeah, I mean, but he fights at 175, Bivol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin Safar is too big. He's a cruiserweight.
And then the other Eli Bali, you ever heard of him?
Yeah. The
Eli
Canelo
Ali.
sparring partner that already lost to John
Uh,
Pascal.
yeah. All right. Yeah. I sent the clip, so you can hear exactly what he says.
You got it.
Now, out of that, I'd rather see Hot Rod. That's
Shout
probably the
out
best
to
name.
Fight Hub and Marcos Villegas for the interview.
Hot Rod, there's a guy. At this point, we have Hot Rod. There's a guy from Florida, Redivoje Kalajic is his name. He's the guy that fought Better Beef before. There's also discussions of maybe Ronald Gavril. He's the guy that fought Benavides before. I'm sure you've seen him on Showtime before. I don't know where he's at, or if he's how much he's in the running. We added him to the list. I know there's discussions of Ahmed El Biali, and Lyndon Arthur was another guy that we were trying to figure out if he'd be interested. But it just seems like most of these guys are just a little bit in their comfort zones in a way. So we're kind of just I'm waiting for Matchroom and the guys to see which guys are actually interested in the fight. But that's the bottom down list right now. At this point, we have.
So that's interesting because I'm being told he's no longer with Matchroom. When did this interview drop?
This
5
was
days
about
ago.
a week
5
ago,
days ago.
last Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, I heard this week he's not with Matchroom. That's interesting. That's interesting. I have Adim's number, I believe. Let me hit him on WhatsApp.
I would wonder what kind of opponent they would put him in with. That's why I think the Hot Rod fight would make sense because, later in that interview they talked about, that they had talks with Top Rank and had to make sure it was after Ramadan for the unification fight. I think they said between like May and July. So that's why the Hot Rod makes a bit of sense. That put him with the same common opponent. And then, people always want to compare performances, even though Bivol and Better BF are two different styles. But yeah, it would be interesting how that would go.
I sent him a WhatsApp. Let's see if he gets it. I'm up early. These guys don't be up early on the West. Venom, what up?
Yo.
Yo.
All right. I got the perfect opponent for Bivol. I had the perfect opponent last time when we were talking about Bivol, Anthony Yard, when he was supposed to. He should have been on the Devon card, but I guess they're gonna put him on a bigger card. So with a bigger card, you put him with a bigger name, not bigger name, but a name who's attached with a bigger name. And the person who's attached is Alexander Govznek. He's attached to Bitterbeef. That's Bitterbeef's best friend, believe it or not. And he's in Canelo's camp almost all the time. So he's one of like Canelo's stablemates. So you match him up with Alexander Govznek. He already returned twice, I think, this year on the Canelo undercards. And you match him up with Bivol. It's a common opponent with Bitterbeef. He was a world champion. He has power. A perfect matchup.
No, I like it. It
What
does
up?
make a lot of sense, and there's been a little
Man,
bit
that's some
of
bullshit.
talk on the
Wait.
Twitter about them matching up.
What you mean that's some bullshit?
Nah. Lorenzo Medina just tagged me and basically saying that Skylar turned down the fight, bro.
Don't worry, Venom. I heard your
Man,
call.
it's all good. They call the little heavyweights. It's all. Tell Lorenzo he needs to get it with a big. Who's his promoter? Jay Paul? Come on, man.
I don't think he's with Jay.
He went MVP, ain't he?
I'm not sure. Is Lorenzo signed with MVP? I mean, well, that's two straight shows that he'll be
He's
on.
He's not with MVP. He just does good business with them.
Well, he needs to sign with a promoter because ain't nobody gonna take him serious.
Why?
Ain't nobody gonna take him serious.
Bro, he's sending offers out. Fuck you mean? He sent the offers out. Skylar ain't sent him an offer. It ain't the zone ain't interested in Skylar. They interested in Lorenzo.
I guess. I mean, we gotta hear Skylar's story. I mean, there's always two sides. It sounds like
I'm hitting him up. I'm hitting him up. If he up, I'm getting him on. Like I want to know what's up.
You know how those Miami dudes be doing? They be capping. So we don't really know the true story.
Come on,
but,
man. He said they be capping.
No, but I like your suggestion with the nail. My biggest concern was for him to go ahead and get rounds. That's his name, right?
Ain't the nail Gazvek? Gazvek?
That's what I said.
That's what he mentioned.
Who y'all want him to fight?
That Bivol.
Bro, let my man come back. Didn't he just die? And lucky to God he came back.
He's had 3 fights, and that's what I think is perfect. He's gotten rust off. He's been knocking guys out.
I don't know that he's ready for the top.
He wants to get back in the mix.
Bro,
like Venom said,
Bitterbeef already.
He fought Bitterbeef. Yep. Sorry, Venom. Go ahead.
That was his toughest matchup. He fought
Bro, but didn't he retire after that? Didn't he retire after that?
And he came back. He just came back. He's 33.
All right, and my point is, who the fuck has he fought in his comeback to be ready for Bivol, bro? Like you trying to get him killed?
I mean, Bivol's not a puncher.
But Ness, it's matchmaking. It's about the build-up. What's the best way to build a fight up? Put them on the same card or common opponents?
Ness, it's a common opponent, and Alexander's attached with Canelo. That's like Canelo's one of the main sparring partners, and he's like a part of the team now. He's a part of the team.
I like it. People were calling for it before, and I didn't. But now that he's gotten about 3 fights in, through what, 3? That's 3 training camps. Jump into deep water. Bivol is super deep water.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't think this is strong enough for a show. So I guess I should feel comfortable bringing this shit up. Did you see Carlos Adames?
What do you mean?
Oh, wow.
The Spanish interview?
Yeah.
I was listening to it, but I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, man. He out here saying he knocked out Plant.
Yeah.
You seen that one?
I saw the headline, and I was listening. Like I said, I got distracted, but I never went back. He said it's sparring, right? Yeah.
He wildin', bro. He about to get beef living out here saying that. He ain't gonna get no more work either. Send this to myself so I could share it. He ain't gonna get no work doing that. And he can't even get that fight. I don't know why he would do that, but hey.
Why don't think he could get that fight?
Bro, he is 60-pounder. Barely getting fights at 60 from Al Heyman. He gonna give you his dude that did 800,000? Kidding me?
Con Canelo Álvarez, yo era el sparring de él. Sí.
Ah, pues tú también fuiste eso.
Sí, no, porque tú ese sparring no es una... Bueno, lo único que, en el caso mío, yo ese sparring tuyo, ya tú sabes, cuesta mucho. Pero como voy a pelear con Canelo, va a ganar más de $10 millones, no le importa.
Ok. ¿Cuánto se gana así?
Bueno, yo ganaba 3,000 por el sparring.
3,000 por el...
3,000 por el sparring.
Por el entrenamiento completo.
La semana tenía 6 sparring, 9,000 por semana.
¿Tú te buscabas 9,000?
Por semana.
¿Cómo yo puedo inscribirme?
He got to be capping. Alex, you understand Spanish?
A bit.
Oh, you fake Puerto Rican, you. Bruh, this man said he got 3,000 per session. I'm on his heels, man. I swear to God, when I see him, camera in his face. $3,000 per session. I don't know. He said 9,000 for the week. Bruh, I thought he was gonna say 3,000 a week. That's believable, and that's 1,000, sometimes even 1,500 above the normal. He said he getting 3,000 a session. Lord have mercy.
Ahora, cuando tú haces eso te dan tu golpe, ¿verdad?
No, porque son, o sea, no, tú das y él da.
My man said, I mean, you getting that type of money, they hit you, right? He was like, I mean, you know, you hit, they hit you.
Lo único que son con protección.
Con protección.
Y entonces, ¿qué buscaba? Él no buscaba de mí el estilo de Canelo, él buscaba la fuerza. Él buscaba cómo cuidarse de la fuerza.
Oh.
He said he wasn't looking to use me to mimic Canelo's style. He was looking for the power. You know, I was supposed to basically replicate the power.
La fuerza de Canelo y yo es un
entonces tú le tirabas también.
He's straight. But this what you gotta do. You gotta cap. Let's be real. You gotta do this to get attention. My man literally just said, like, la fuerza de yo y Canelo. And he used his hands as if this is a comparison. You know, like trying to say, like, yo, our power is similar. Yo, he better stop the caparoni.
Bien, como que tú estás peleando normal.
A matarlo. Después peleó con otro tipo fuerte como yo y también me buscó a mí. ¿Qué pasa? Que ahí cometió el error de... O sea, me dijo que le tirara... Como yo puedo tirarle en una pelea, lo noqueé.
Wow. I don't know if that's cap. I'm going to let him live with that part. He basically said, you know, he brought me back, and then he said, you know, hit me full power, and that's where he made the mistake, and I knocked him out, allegedly. Cesar, what up? Yo, you asked your boy Silas if this is true?
I definitely will ask, but it's crazy. I don't.
Oh, you never heard that? That's new. That's new to you.
That's new to me. I was listening to it the first time because I guess my man is biased by those same people that are biased Morel on this thing online and all this social media. But it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. I will ask about it.
I tagged you in it so you can have it.
I will see it again, and I will see the whole thing because sometimes we see shorts, you know. We have to see the whole thing. It's like that interview with Bivol and all that. It's the same thing. People didn't understand, but you get a lot of views and a lot of different ways to understand it, especially with my people in Spanish. But this it's crazy. This one with it's crazy. You never say those things about if you knock out somebody. And it's been a lot of rumors about Shakur this week.
What rumor? What rumor?
And all that.
What rumor?
So I got a call yesterday talking about something happened with Liam Paro in a sparring, some stuff. I was like, okay, hold on.
Who told you though? Who called you?
All that.
What? Who called you though? American, Latin? Who called
you?
No.
Latin. They was calling because they was receiving videos and all that. I said, hold on, that things might be old. You gotta verify all that. Don't be putting all that in.
What?
Because you never know,
bro.
If it's a trap.
Send that shit to me, bro. I'll verify it.
I'm gonna send. Hey, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send you the guy straight to you. The guy he got. Yep. He in Vegas right now.
Tell your mans to get with my man so we can be mans, bro. Let's up.
Yeah.
What's
He in
up?
Vegas right now.
Nah, I
He
ain't
in
gonna
Vegas
front.
right
That's
now.
old though. Like the Liam Pato shit is old. I
Okay, that's what I'm
that
saying.
no.
Mhm.
I mean the rumor that he got hurt,
Okay.
that he hurt him in sparring is old. I hit up Liam Pato
Yeah.
myself, and he's like, "Nah,
Mm-hmm.
champ, it was just good work." And then after that, I went to see like 3 sessions of Liam Pato. I like what he's
Okay.
doing. He sparred Shakur. He sparred Devin, obviously, and he is sparring Gonzalo, who's got a fight with Mark Castro coming up, and he is sparring. Oh, wait, Liam Pato sparred this Brazilian out of Cansacal's camp. That kid's pretty good though. I ain't gonna front. He's I don't know how many fights he got. I actually put him on my story, but I don't know his name. But yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of good people out there, but all this craziness about social media, and that's why I told my man that might be old or some wrong, but don't throw that out there and don't be jeopardizing your job. You're doing a great job and all that. He just landed in Vegas last night. It's the guy from the Argentinians guy. They got a bunch of they got good subscribers in their channel and all that. La Casaca Boxing Club.
From
They in
Argentina?
the from Argentina. Oh, they big in Argentina. Well, they big all over. They cooperate with us a lot. The man he landed in Vegas last night, and he but we was talking last night about it because he gonna visit Salah's gym today, and I said that's a rumor and that's wrong. Don't throw that out there. Don't do it, please. Don't do it. And that's it, man. But Adames,
So what about Marrero? What he tell you?
Claudio, yeah,
No, what he tell you
Claudio,
though?
he sparred both of them.
All
He
right.
sparred both of
So
them.
what he
That's not a
tell you?
secret.
So what he tell you?
Well, he told me for the record up there in the
I
interview that
actually
he
seen your
sparred both.
interview. Actually, I actually see. I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember that I finished it entirely. I actually seen it though. It was just you and him. Anderson
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
on it.
just me and him. Actually, he was there with Los Santos in camp, right there, living in the same house. They in Vegas already for like a month, and but he explained to me, and I knew this before because it happens in Sala. So he has sparred both of them, so that's a good kind of advice for De Los Santos. You know, they both Dominicans. Shakur didn't know this was going to happen, so now the fight is happening. But Shakur sparred a bunch of people that probably Claudio saw it. You know, so it's a lot of good advice for De Los Santos, but he will have to put it all together to
You
work it
picking
out.
De Los
You know.
Santos? I heard your show. You picking De Los Santos, right?
Well, yeah. I'm with De Los Santos. Yes, sir. But I'm with De Los Santos
But you with De Los
for
Santos for the culture. You ain't with De Los Santos because you think he gonna win.
no. Let me tell you. I'm with De Los Santos for two things. You know, I like the underdogs,
Mm-hmm.
but I like the good underdogs, right? That's first of all. That's on front, right? I came up just like a lot of people, watching Floyd and giving his respect, but looking for him to lose, right? To lose, right? A lot of people did that when we was young and all that, and we didn't understand this business, right? Now, the Los Santos thing is that I'm with him because also of Chelo in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
He's training. He's a seasoned trainer, know what he's doing, and I seen the difference in New De Los Santos, you know. So that's why I'm picking De Los Santos to be the upset, the big upset, the biggest upset of the last let's say 20 years, you know. So, but like I said, he got all the advice. Plenty of people spar with Shakur. You know, is no secret. So we'll see how he put it together and how Shakur put it together too. So we have to see. We have to see what we do.
Man, who the fuck did Yoenis Tellez fight? ¿Con quién aceptó la pelea?
Oh, supposedly is with Livan Navarro, the other Cuban.
Who the fuck is that, yo? Why he ain't fight Santa Maria? Ducking ass, man.
No. Well, Lorenzo.
Don't tell me that Santa Maria didn't want to fight, because I know Santa Maria want to fight.
No, hold on. Let me explain to you. I know that, I know the inside. The rumor in the street.
They sent him a contract. He said, yeah. What's the problem? Tell me.
Hold on. You want me to let me finish?
I'm just saying, my man said yes. How do you go from getting a contract, saying yes, to now you picking a fucking Cuban?
Well, Levan, they both got a contract. Nothing in box rec yet. That was gonna be one of the topics in my program.
Hay miedo. No. Who the fuck is Livan, papá? Who is Livan y con quién ha peleado? Con nadie. Con nadie.
15-1.
Con nadie. Yeah, but the fear is who Santa Maria for? Who Santa Maria for? Who he lost to? Who he didn't get knocked out to? They not stupid. Stupid.
Santa Maria gonna have his time,
Yeah. So is Tellez, and that's okay. Say y'all want to develop him. Don't. Come on, man.
Well, say the same with your boy Lorenzo.
I mean, Lorenzo posted.
Now Lorenzo saying that Skyler a docking, right? Oh, it's good. What about my man Henry Rich with your boy Bob Santos? They got the offer in there, and they can fight either the 8th at the convention or the 15th at his boy MVP card. The 8th is there. Why he don't want Henry Rich? Why he want the Cuban assassin? So ask him when you have him in, because I know for a fact they told me yesterday. Now they're looking for an opponent for Henry Rich, because this guy say no. So now he's saying Skyler a docking, supposedly. Skyler came to your program and said he was on. So what's the real deal in here? And now you want your boy Santa Maria with Tejas.
No, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. Y'all sent him an offer. I didn't do that.
But Livan got a better record for the paper.
My brother, Livan.
My brother is business.
How can you say he got a better record when he ain't fought nobody? Luke Santa Maria would be the best name on Tellez' fucking resume.
That's on your seat. You looking at it yourself. You're looking at it.
Bruh, what do you mean I'm looking at it? That's black and white. That's box rec. That's level of opposition. That's stars on box rec. That's television time. What are you talking about? You sit here trying to make up a lie for them. That kid you talking about never been on TV. Never. Luke Santa Maria been on TV. That kid you talking about don't got no common opponents that we can mention. Luke Santa Maria got like 5-6 common opponents. Big names, bro. Why you making shit up? Just, hey, I don't know what happened. Leave it alone.
Losing or drawing with all of them, The only big win was his last one. That's
all right, brother. All right.
He beat Devin Alexander, did he not?
Bro, all I'm seeing is that seeing is that you are making excuses for your Cuban fighters, and that's okay. That's okay. I don't do that. I don't play that game. I don't cater to a certain fan base and only big them up and never say when they do wrong. That's not what I do. I lose friends over here because I tell the fucking truth.
Me too.
Yeah, but his co-host is Cuban, so they gotta walk that fine line.
No. I don't have to walk no fine line. You haven't seen my program, Nick.
I've been watching. Stop saying that. I've been watching. I just said I seen your Madero interview. So stop saying that. And secondly, if you don't gotta walk a fine line, why are you trying to lie on Lucas Santa Maria name?
I'm not trying to lie on Lucas Santa Maria.
You telling us that some dude nobody ever heard of is better than Santa Maria. Impossible.
You asked me who they. Hold on. You asked me who they pick, right? And
my brother, we got past that. we got past that, and you started defending whoever the fuck this Cuban kid is.
My brother, I don't have to defend them.
But you are.
I'm just telling you, they did business. They pick up the for my understanding, they pick up the right record. You know, they pick up a 15-1 with 9 knockouts, right?
The right record.
Instead of a 13-3 with a lot of draws.
And what you gonna know about this kid after he beats the Cuban that nobody ever seen fight with a fake fluffed
what
up
they
record?
gonna know about Luke Santamaria, bro? Come on. And then
you don't know boxing then, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I can't talk to you no more.
Hold on. No, Ned, hold on.
Nah, it's nothing to talk about.
The fight is in Florida.
It's nothing to talk about.
And the Cuban with Cuban, okay.
You a promoter now. You a promoter now. You talking about Cuban in Florida. I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I care about? The best fight and the best.
I'm trying to
the best fight and the best.
You getting it wrong, man.
No, you getting it wrong. You telling us that it's a better fight for Cubans that live in Florida. It's better on paper because his record looks better. We care about the fucking fight being good. Luke Santamaria is a better fighter. He's a better fighter. He's a better fighter. He's a better fighter.
Probably so. I understand that. But the other day when you came in the program, I let you talk.
You talking about optics though, but you talking about optics. You want to paint a picture and trick your fan base. I don't do that shit.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh,
not at all.
You just said it, bro. Your words are written or recorded.
No.
Tu palabra tan grabada, papá. Tu palabra tan grabada. Tú fuiste que dijiste eso. You said on paper it's a better opponent because he got 9 knockouts, even though he ain't knock out nobody.
Nez, I'm trying to explain it to you the way the promoter seeing it. Not me.
Again, and that's why I said you a promoter. Because you care about them. You care about what they see. I care about Yoenis Tellez. I care about Yoenis Tellez sending a contract, asking for a fight. When the motherfucker say yes, he said no. Now I question him and his heart. That's what I do.
You're gonna let me finish?
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Because you haven't let me finish.
It's because every time you talk, you sound like a fucking promoter.
No, brother. Let me finish my point.
All right.
Let me finish my point.
Keep promoting.
I'm not promoting, brother. You asked me. You asked me a question, right? You say why they pick up this guy. I'm trying to make sense for them, but that's not what I say in my program. In my program, everybody don't want Livan Navarro for him, and that's why I say it, right? That's why I start telling you that in BoxRec, when you go to BoxRec, they don't have Livan Navarro in there yet. So Santamaria is not out of the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? And then also, you put me on notice about Santamaria because I didn't know that part. Now I'm going to ask. About the Santamaria part. I know for sure they trying to pick up Navarro. I know for sure it's probably not a contract yet signed in the other side. That's why it's not in BoxRec, right? In our program, when we discuss this, we understand that Livan Navarro, right, who came hurt when he was going to fight Callum Walsh. That dude was going to fight Callum Walsh before this one that happened in New York the other day, right? And the same week of the fight, he got hurt, right? And behind the scene is a bunch of stuff happening. That's why that fight is not in BoxRec yet. Now it's my turn for when I get into the program, I'm going to ask about Luke Santamaria. And I just sent a text also, what up with Luke Santamaria? But when you asked me, you told me who they pick up. Well, they pick up this guy. That's why the information I got from the promoters, right? For me, it makes sense because it's in Florida. The fight is in Florida. They building a lot of stuff. Now, when you tell me about Luke Santamaria, right? Boxing wise, it's a great better fight for Tejas, like you said, right? You asked me, I'm just answering the questions. That's not my opinion. I just explaining to you what's going on with the whole thing behind the scene, just like I was telling you what was happening with your boy Lorenzo and Henry Riggs, you know? So that's it. I'm not trying to be no promoter. In our program, the Cuban people don't want Livan Navarro and Tejas. They want better for Tejas. Tejas deserve better too.
Livan Navarro.
Now, this is now no, not at all. This is a guy with 5 fights. This is a guy with 5 fights that just beat up Sergio Garcia with a 11-day notice, right?
Right.
So where we at? You know, it's a guy with 5 fights.
Not supposed to go backwards.
And you're critiquing a guy with 5 fights. Huh?
Oh, bro, you can't call
You're
me.
not supposed to go backwards.
You can't talk that 5-fight shit after you jumped up to Sergio Garcia, who lost to Tony Harrison and fucking Fundura, papa.
Okay.
You on that level. You on that level now,
right.
so it ain't no fucking coddling, ain't no holding you back. You jumped up there.
He took that opportunity. Okay, and he win it. Now I'm telling you what I know. They picking Livan Navarro. Now it's no contract yet. No, it's no contract signed yet. I know the contract is in the other side, and I will ask about Luke Santamaria.
Nobody even knows Livan Navarro or whatever.
In your side, nobody probably didn't know. In your
Yo, there's only one side. There's only one side. That's the television side. That's the get popular side.
He has been on television before one time.
Here he goes with the Moncho Lebron. Yo, brother, you got to get another win.
You didn't know. You didn't know, and he was in top rank on TV.
Fans. You sound like Wilder fans still crying about fucking egg weights.
No.
Serious,
hold on. No.
Every time we talk, he bring up Henry LeBron.
Like that.
My brother, listen to you.
It's a good example for what you saying.
It's not a good example. It's not. You are a little kid saying, hey, you're winning this time. Remember, I beat you that time.
No.
Come on,
no.
Grow up.
You're getting it wrong.
Grow up.
You look like a little kid. You look like a little kid trying to put that thought of what you think. What I'm telling you is that sometimes I feel, and I got to tell you honestly, that people like you divide this thing, right? Because, and that's why I'm telling you, is more than one side, because a lot of people don't understand the whole boxing. Like we talk about every boxer, the whole thing of boxing. You talk only about the superstars, right?
You sound crazy.
And no, it's not. You just told my man in here. You just told my man in this program that Bivol don't give you numbers,
bro. When I say numbers, I'm talking about callers. I can't have a show about people that don't call in.
Okay. Well.
But
in our side,
this program is the only program, that has had the motto big, little, small, interview them all. I get 0-0 fighters. I've had amateur. My brother, because I inspired you? Fuck you talking about?
No, not at all. Not at all. I've been doing it forever. Come on, Ness.
Listen to me, my brother. Listen to me. You can sit here and keep lying. You can sit here and keep lying because I've caught you in numerous lies today. We've caught you in numerous lies today. But you can keep lying, or you could tell the truth. I'm the only big platform that does 0-0 fighters, 1-0 fighters, women fighters. Okay?
Me too.
Come on, man.
I was the one talking about Rayo Estela in your program.
I'm the reason coaches get interviewed, bro. Before I started doing this, no one was interviewing trainers, bro. What are we talking about?
I was interviewing trainer. I was the only one talking about Rayo Estela.
Champ,
I was talking about Rayo Estela in your program,
my brother.
Your fighter.
My brother, you don't date back as far as
your
me. So
fighter.
When I say
your fighter.
Go ahead, you talk, bro.
No, go ahead. I got you.
I mean, you keep repeating your fighter, so there's something on your mind. Fucking talk.
No, what I'm saying is you're trying to make it seem like if I'm lying, I'm just saying what I'm seeing.
I mean, you didn't lie
from your side.
Don't say
I didn't. I don't have to lie. I'm saying if I saying what I'm seeing, right? It's good that you say no, it's not like that. It's good like I said no, it's not like that. You know. So you saying that you inspire me, right? That I don't date back in where You there?
Yeah, my bad.
Okay. You saying that you inspire me and that I don't date back where? The social media came the other day.
Caesar, I'm not going to argue with you, man. You arguing with
No,
yourself, my brother.
no,
I've
don't
been
say
done.
no,
I've
no.
been done.
Don't
I've
do
been
like
done.
that. Don't do like that.
I've been
I give
done.
you
I've
all the
been done.
respect.
I've been done when you
Don't do
started
that.
promoting, bro. And
I
you just
I
gotta
didn't
you just gotta
promote,
press
brother.
rewind. You just gotta you
You
can say what you want.
you
There's other
asked me.
callers to go to, but
Okay,
but
it's good.
just
It's good. It's
rewind.
good.
Just press rewind,
It.
brother.
I
I
press
didn't come
rewind,
on
but
here trying to be a
I
promoter
didn't.
and a protector
You.
and a defender. That's not what I
No,
do.
no, not at all. Not at
Okay,
all. I'm
so
trying
just
to
listen to the
explain to
tape.
you.
Listen to the tape.
But not at all. I'm trying to explain to you what I think they might be thinking.
And
Not
that's
what I
fine, my
think.
brother, and that's fine.
But
And when I
and then
told
that's
you,
why I
and
became a
when I
promoter.
told you, and when I told you I didn't care
That's a
what they
discussion.
think, and when
That's
I
a discussion.
and when I told you I
Mhm.
didn't care what they think, right? You just started to attack me. You got mad
No,
and brought up Henry
no,
LeBron. Caesar,
not
we
at
gotta
all.
go.
Not
We
at all.
gotta go. But we
Okay,
still
it's
love
good.
you. You
Bye,
still
bye,
love you.
bye,
We still
bye,
love
bye.
you.
Shout out Caesar, man.
Still
I'll
love
say
him.
this: I was just over there in the Caribe Real, and they had a Cuban fighter there, Orestes Velasquez,
Yeah.
140 pounder. He brought in a few Cubans. But I'll tell you this: the dude that fought Connor Ben was Mexican. Yo, the place was going crazy. So it kind of seemed like he was saying for the area, the Cuban versus Cuban matchup might be, a
And that's
reason why they want to
fine.
go more towards him. But Mexican fans go wherever boxing is. So
But champ,
I don't agree with that.
that's fine. That's fine. If we're painting a picture to our audience about best locations for fights, the best way for Yoenis Tellus to build a fan base, none of that was the conversation. The conversation is, oh shit. And the caller says, what happened, Ness? And I said, nah, so-and-so saying this guy avoided a fight and this guy is taking another fight. So then he jumps in and says, well, he's taking that fight because he's 5-15-0. He's 9 knockouts on paper, And then during the call says, I didn't even know. You put me on about Luke Santamaria. So, A, you didn't know there was an offer that your team sent, that Luke Santamaria accepted. B, you didn't know that, but you begin to shit on Santamaria. Oh, no, all he ever done is draw any way to make him look bad. That's called promoting, my brother. You can lie all the fuck you want. I wouldn't give 2 fucks. I tell the truth. Then you want to go back like a little kid. Oh, but I got you in the Henry LeBron. You ain't no LeBron. How many goddamn times do I got to say, I pick Andy Vences because I know Andy Vences. I pick Andy Vences because he been in studio. I pick Andy Vences because I'm fucking biased. This fucking guy keeps trying to have a win that I gave him. You were right. But I'm telling you I'm biased. You were right. I'm telling you I'm biased. Every time we talk, it don't matter what division. Yo, Henry LeBron, remember you were wrong about Henry LeBron. You didn't know Moncho LeBron. Like, Papa, get another fucking win. Get another fucking win. That's what you need to do. You harping over old news. It makes you look bad. Nobody's talking about Henry LeBron. You switching it up. You want to get the heat off Tellus and make a joke about Ness losing a fucking non-bet. We never bet, motherfucker. You out here trying to act like you beat Ness. We never bet. I pick Vences, I pick Foster. You and I never had a conversation like, yo, who you got? I bet you this one win. Like, you just out here fake wins over Ness. Shit weird as fuck. Then you bring up Giovanni Esteles. Your fighter. Motherfucker, they paid me to work for Fight Stars. Who they sign ain't my fighter? Your fighter. I'm trying to talk. Your fighter. It's something wrong with y'all, man. Like, all this coming just because a Cuban fighter that you want to fucking protect is taking an easier fight and you afraid to tell the truth. See, I tell the truth. Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence was an easy fight. It wasn't worth it. And we seen it. This ain't as tough as Santa Maria. Easy. We could have moved on. But we got a lot of liars. There's so many liars in this sport. So many promoters promoting for the fucking promoter. I don't got an alliance with no goddamn Cubans, Puerto Ricans, or motherfucking Dominicans. So I don't got to lie for none of them. I tell you, don't bet on Dominicans because the motherfuckers don't train hard. I don't lie. I don't lie. You lie. I don't fucking lie. Y'all got to stop that shit. What's up, Jay Billy?
You.
What up?
What up, Jay Billy? What do you think about the topic?
Yes, sir. Shout out Ness. Shout out Alex putting in that motherfucking work. Man, so when I seen Michael Benson drop that report, I'm feeling like they putting them on the same card to eventually, get them on the pay-per-view to face each other, but to build like hype up around the fight. And I feel like this fight is one of the fights that don't even need any build up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's already built up. Like, are y'all seeing the same thing? You feel like are they putting them on the same card to kind of build the hype a little bit more, or what?
I mean, most definitely, you would think. They both. I mean, that's how you build fights. You put them on the same card or do common opponents. So, I think they expect them to basically cause buzz, put them in. And it's a huge mega fight, just like we all thought it was 6 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, for sure.
Facts, yeah, man. Like I'm saying, man, I feel like this fight doesn't need any more build up, but I can see the play. But I like the opponent for Bivol, Buasi. Like, why we not saying Buasi? I don't know what's going on with Buasi's
He
career.
with Boxer,
But when
man. It ain't gonna happen. He with Boxer. Boxer got to deal with fucking Peacock or whatever. I don't know, man. Until Bivol is like a complete free agent, which I text his manager to find out because word on the street he is a free agent and not with Matchroom. But a Buatsi fight
yeah,
won't be possible. And remember, y'all keep forcing Buatsi. How many title shots does the dude need to turn down before you realize he's not fucking ready? His trainer's not ready.
dog.
Like I
They
interviewed his
need to
trainer, he told you they not ready. They gonna be ready in 3
when
fights, and I don't even think one of those
Sam. When
3
is he
have
gonna be
happened.
ready?
I just
When is
told
bro
you.
gonna be ready?
I just
No,
told
no, no.
you,
I'm saying when is he gonna be ready? No, it's a rhetorical question, but it's like when the fuck is he gonna be ready? He debuted in 2017. He got 17 fights. You feel me? He fought 6 times in 2018. That's like a third of his fights. Like, what are they doing with bro?
bro. They
Well,
Like,
he
are
taking
has
we?
a
their
fight with Dan
time.
Aziz that just is getting rescheduled. And
He
he
said,
said, like he said, they said they need 2-3 fights, and maybe he's gotten one fight in.
and he asked him, "What are they doing with bro? Bro, they taking their time."
6 years though.
Hey,
This shit is crazy,
I
man.
mean, bro,
I
look at
I don't know
Canelo.
too many.
Look at
I don't know too
Canelo's
many six.
development. It was longer than 6 years, bro. Like people don't.
Okay, Ness,
Everybody got
but
different routes.
Canelo came in at around 14, 15 type shit.
All right, different routes.
Different routes, yeah, but I need Buasi to pick this shit up, man, because he was one of the ones that I was looking out for. Him and Yard, and look,
You
bruh,
may feel like it's your
him and
time,
Yard came in at the same time.
but
Like
it's
he
not
ain't
your
even
time.
matching up with him, but y'all keep on putting in that work. I'm gonna tap back in if somebody say something.
appreciate the call. I mean, yeah, he's had plenty of
C-Dub.
opportunities to fight Bivol.
Yo, how the audio?
It's good.
Straight, that's what's up, man. Shout out TBV. Smash the like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Look at the new host, man. The co-host. Shout out Vega, man.
That's the mic,
Shout out
right?
Vega. It's the mic. It's the mic. Look at him, man. But nah, you doing your thing, man. Keep it up. I knew you was on your way to the top, man. Shit. They need to do this. Do they need to do it? No. Can they do it to make the fight bigger? Yes, but it's dangerous. Like who are they going to put for AJ and Wilder for them to make it? Like it got to be some gimmies, right? But I guess they could do a gimme because they don't have any obligations to do a ranked fighter. Like they don't have to do a ranked fighter, so they can do someone ranked 500 on BoxRec, right? They could do somebody ranked 100 on BoxRec, just as long as they're in the heavyweight division to get them to the fight in 2024.
Hey man, if they want to do it, it sounds like it's a good idea. Whatever. Just listening to the show, I can't believe people say that Jose Benavidez got a chance. I don't care if Charlo been out for 5 years. Like the man coming from 147 was on one leg at 147 was man when Danny Garcia. It was so funny on the back call, right? When people was like Danny, I said, man, Danny about to look like Muhammad Ali. But it was like since Jose gave Crawford such a good fight, I said, man, Danny Garcia about to look like Muhammad Ali, man. Flat-footed Danny got in there on his toes. The man one leg. Ness, what else you want, Ness? What else you want to see why everybody calling one leg? We think it should be healed.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm like, damn, could we still be making
But
jokes?
when he fights, he's stuck. So people gonna say you got one leg. You got to show more movement in there.
Hey,
Danny Garcia look like
I'm not the one picking him. That was what average boxing fan. Who was that? They called in Alex going crazy about Benavidez getting a win.
No, it
Alex
was
was
before
saying
Abe. No, Abe is totally against Benavidez. It was a Spanish. He sounded Spanish, but not Mexican. The dude that was hating on like Massachusetts. I don't know his name.
I don't remember. I know somebody called and they said Benavidez. Oh, that was Houston. That was Juan in Houston. Juan in Houston.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, Latino. Okay. Okay.
Well, no, because he also
he
Canelo.
of Latin descent. Okay, it makes sense now. I mean, hey, trial, hey, gang. You know, if nobody understands it, man, gang. You hear me? I understand it. Bill, we talking about Bivol, another fighter that ain't fought in the year. He on PBC? He must be on PBC because this fits the mold, right, Ness? Right, Ness? Right, Baker?
Hell yeah.
So it's another fight. That's what I'm saying. It's a sport, man. It's a landscape. Stop everybody try to make it a PBC thing, man.
It is a
Bivol ain't fought this year. Bivol ain't fought this year, and he came off his best win in his life, the best win in the sport, and he ain't fought this year.
I don't think you listened to the beginning of the show. Like we were discussing the fact that Bivol hasn't took offers. Like, I mean, it's not our fault. Like, yeah, you come off the biggest win of your life, and then you go in this activity that you're excited about to compare to PBC. But you're not thinking maybe he tried to raise his purse because he did get the biggest win of his career. So he felt, damn, I beat Canelo. I should be worth more. And every time he tries to get it, it results in no fight because ain't nobody paying you more.
Right.
Maybe you overvaluing yourself because you thought you got to win. They really didn't do nothing. Like, he's not Andy. The win over Canelo didn't do what the win over AJ did for Andy. It's just black and white. It didn't change his life. It's not something I wanted. I would have loved for him to become an overnight success like Andy, but it didn't work. So
but you gotta put
management got to get that together. We can't make excuses for his inactivity because they looking for big money.
Right. But you also
was that Gilberto and Saudi, so I'm sure that was good payment. But yeah, since then.
But look at it. But Ness, are you thinking at the point of the?
We're talking about a Saudi fight. That's Saudi money. Like, that's what the dude is looking for. It's clear as day. Like, people that don't see that don't follow the sport.
But Ness, this is what it is, and I don't know if you're missing it or not. The man won't denounce that he's from Russia, man. So that's really what's killing his momentum. The war was going on.
Brother, I don't see how that's killing his momentum when Better Beef literally is from Russia.
But hardcores know Better Beef like say he's from Canada though.
Man, he live in Canada. He ain't say he from Canada.
Has had
the fuck?
but while living in Canada.
Yeah, the flag. He don't fly the Russian flag though. So you know that, right?
Man, who the fuck said that?
I know what I'm saying. I'm just saying like that. That's why he don't.
So C-Dub, you been to his house, huh? You know he ain't got no Russian flag.
No, man. When they announce,
my wire is long enough to get all the way in my garage. I'm blowing an L in my garage, looking at a Puerto Rican flag. You would think I got a Dominican one.
You got to be with the hardcore man and listen to what they announce when he fights. When they announce what Bivol, what they said what Bivol was from when he fought Canelo. Did you listen?
Let me ask you this.
No, you can't answer that question. Can you answer that question before you ask me that?
The answer to your question is, I honest to God don't know. I don't even.
Okay,
I
I can
haven't
educate
listened.
you. I can educate
But
you.
listen
I
to
can
me.
educate you on that.
Listen to me.
I can
Listen to me.
educate you on
Okay.
that. Let me educate
But
you on
wait.
that
But
first.
you have to wait.
No, you wait. Let me educate you on that. Since you didn't know, let me educate you on that. Yes. You can cut me off, or you gonna get educated. Either or. It was Big Bear. They announced him as Big Bear. They announced him as from Big Bear. That's what they said. Big Bear, California, man.
My goodness.
Big Bear, California,
Okay,
man.
CW, you
okay,
done?
I educated you, and the people that didn't know. Okay, now you go.
See, that's what I was trying to save you. This foolery that y'all do. It's you guys as a whole. You're so desperate to beat me. It's not about beating me, bro. It's about being correct. And if you would have allowed me to speak, the announcer introduces every fighter, where they're from, and where they reside. So if Bivol was announced in Big Bear, it's because where he was residing. That's not where he's from. When they announce Canelo, they say Guadalajara, but when he trains in California or wherever the fuck he's at, he's fighting out of there. Just like Tyson Fury for the Wilder fights that hurt you deep in your soul. When they announce him, he's from the UK, fighting out of Las Vegas. So yes, you can try to talk over me, yell, and think you're getting.
They didn't say where he was from though. They didn't say where he was from.
My friend, there you go again.
That's it.
There you go again.
But they didn't say where he was from. So for your analogy to work, for your analogy to hit home, it has to.
Other people.
But it has to hit home.
All right.
They didn't announce where he was from though.
All right.
They didn't. They just did.
You see, you try with these guys. You try to have a civilized conversation. They refuse.
We did have a civilized conversation. You said they announced where they from and where they trained from. But they didn't announce where they was from.
They make you mute them. They make you mute them because they so desperately want to be right. Alex, how does a fighter get introduced to the ring? You're on mute, sir. I'm like, dang, he taking long to answer this.
I don't know how that happened. It could be where they reside or where they're, quote unquote, their hometown.
Cool. Have you also heard them introduced with both?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure they can ask the announcer to say either or.
You see,
or both.
And this is now two arguments. Cesar and C-Dub. Why do we got to go this ridiculous long way yelling and we sound like 17-year-old la 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 la. He trying to talk, I'm trying. Bro, educate the people that are listening. Fighters get introduced to the ring where they reside, where they live. Excuse me, the same shit. Where they reside and where they're from. Either or, both, or one. So to try to paint a narrative without telling the truth is just going to get your call ended, man, because I want to have the truth be told. Let the truth be told and let that make you right and me wrong, but not your version of the truth. Fucking weirdos, man. Grow up. JB,
we got
what
callers
up?
that want to talk about the topic, perhaps.
I know. Shit is so weird. I mean, C-Dub is known for that. He wants to pick a fight. These guys are weird. Go ahead.
What's up, Ness? What's up, Ness? What's up, Alex, man? That's pretty disgraceful, man. Damn. C-Dub, man. Mr. PBC, Mr. BoxRec, Mr. Hardcore. And much as he be on Hardcore, man, much as he be on BoxRec, man, he should know that, man. He should know that that's where they reside and that's where they're from. But either way, back to the topic, man. I just saw that, man. Jake Donovan reposted Wilder versus Parker. And
really?
Joshua versus Hellenius?
No
Possibly?
way. How the fuck is Hellenius get another shot? Didn't he just fight? Joshua?
I saw something about Joe Parker versus
No,
Deontay.
Man. Come on, bro. How are you going to fight Hellenius again?
Yeah. Drop that, JB. What the hell?
Not Hellenius. My bad. Not Hellenius.
I'm going to Jake's Twitter, man.
Walleen.
Oh, wow. Really? Really? That's a tough fight. That's brave.
Yeah, man. I think it's good. I think we need them to be on separate fights, man, because we all know the heavyweight boxing division is pretty much dead, man. So for them to save the heavyweight boxing, for them to actually show us that they're not wounded warriors no more, they need those fights, man. We need to actually believe that they can actually be what they were previously, man, which were
champions, faces of the sport, and some of the biggest brands out there, man. I like that. All that other stuff that y'all was talking about, I missed it, man. I'm just about to have my morning cup of coffee, but I just wanted to throw that out there, man. But how do you feel about those fights, man? The Parker fight with Wilder, I like it.
I like it too. I'm looking at it, and they made a nice little graphic, and I'm just like, it's something we were supposed to get. Like when Wilder fought Washington, we were supposed to get this. Parker was there. I do feel like Parker just got it back together, and I feel almost a little bit bad for him. Like he just got a win over Simon King. Like he just put himself back there. This is a tough ass fight for Parker, but it's interesting, man, to see.
It's interesting. That's what I'm saying. It's interesting. It's like,
you know,
I
everybody
think
think Wilder gonna knock him out, but I want to see if he don't land that punch.
Come on,
Like
come on, Ness.
how does
Come on, Ness.
Parker's jab work?
Come on, Ness. You know, not everybody, man. You know, there's one nigga on the call right now that's not sure about this, man. You know, I'm pretty unsure about what's going to happen in that fight.
Bro, come on, man. Parker's got to be like 6'2",
Parker
ain't he?
versus Wilder? You're not sure?
Yeah. He got to be like 6'2", man. He can't be that tall, bro.
I mean, all right, it is what it is, man. We'll see what Wilder steps in the ring that night if that fight's made. But
that would be good. That would be good.
But the Wallin and AJ, man, you got to go with Otto, man. You got to go with Otto. I think AJ would lose
Otto
that.
get that fight. I can't believe he would take that fight. I don't know that AJ taking that fight. I don't believe.
What I'm saying,
Where do you see that? I don't even see Jake Donovan's Twitter saying that.
No, he retweeted it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He reposted it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you on Twitter. I always send it to you on Instagram.
Yeah, send it on Instagram. It's all good. Cause like that, I can just screen share. Cause I don't see it.
Check the other chat. Anyways, man, I'm gonna fall back, man. But yeah, if that fight happening, man.
Yeah, I seen this tweet about. Okay, I see your other one.
Yeah, that Wallin versus Joshua.
So he
that is one of the ones I mentioned. Go ahead.
And he's giving credit to Wilder's cousin for the
Tay Jones.
For the Joshua Wallin news.
Anyways, I'm gonna fall back and let the show play on, man. I'll holler at you on the next one.
That's interesting, bro. Wow, if Joshua takes that Wallin fight, I respect him, bro. Like we've been having that debate that he got one of the best resumes in the heavyweight division, but that would keep showing it, bro. That is proving it, bro. There's no need to take Wallin. That's a tough fight. I'm telling you, that's a tough fight. I don't know why.
Wallin is crafty as hell.
Yeah, I would scratch that fight. I'm telling y'all right now, they need to not take that fight. That's not the right fight for this. If we want to see Wilder AJ, don't put Wallin in the mix with AJ. Give him Ruiz on the same card. I don't really like that Parker fight. I wish we had a more durable dude for Wilder. Go ahead, Anthony.
Oh man, that's messed up.
Yo.
Really?
I think it's a terrible idea. If you just being honest, like the Wallin fight, bro, why not fight Wilder? If you're gonna take a tough ass fight for less money, that would be like suicide. Why would you do that if you're Anthony Joshua? Why not that be Ngannou then? You know, because you're gonna make a little bit more money. It won't, in theory, be as tough of a fight. To me, it'll be as tough of a fight. But Wallin is no joke. You know, like I don't think that's a good fight for Joshua at all. Why not just fight Wilder? Bro, stop this fucking AJ protection plan bullshit. After every fight, Eddie Hearn comes on and goes, mate, I promise you, mate, Wilder's next. We're going to fuck him up inside 3 rounds. He can't box. I mean, he says the same shit every single time after every fight, and it never makes the goddamn fight. You know? I mean, just make the fight. Why would you fight Wallin for less money in a tough-ass fight? Nobody fucking knows who this guy is but the hardcores, you know? And he's going to put some hands on him. Why would you do that? Go and fight Wilder for big money, take your ass whooping, and then go and fight whoever. But to lose, and now the fight goes up in smoke, right in your face, for what? I don't understand what Eddie Hearn and Matchroom are doing. No, I'm lying. I know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to get that Saudi bag. They're trying to cash in like Fury. Like, let's go ahead and get it the easiest amount of money as we possibly can, because that's the only thing that goes on in this fucking sport. And it really pisses me off. Hey, Teddy Atlas was talking about it. He was like, back in the day when HBO was popping and they was giving $5 million to these heavyweights to fight nobody over and over and over again. Eventually, what happened? HBO disappeared because it was unsustainable. So in order for this to be a sustainable model, they need to put on the biggest fights possible so they can see some kind of, return. And we can say that, well, Saudi got endless amount of bankroll, but do they really? Is there a such thing as endless amount of bankroll? It doesn't exist. You can't just keep throwing this money down the hall. So they're trying to take advantage of this Saudi money, and why not? If it's free money, go get it. But in my opinion, you need to make the biggest fights for the biggest check and then get out of there, right? Muhammad Ali was not taking this bullshit when he was in this position, right? He was saying, give me the toughest dude, and that's it. I don't see Joshua doing that. I see him
Bro,
talking about the
Valeen,
toughest dude.
Champ, Valeen is a tough dude. Like, if they both get in a tune-up before the big fight, that is a tough dude. And before you say anything, like, someone wants a tune-up. Someone wants a tune-up, right? Because you're right. Wilder AJ could just fight in December, but someone wants a tune-up. So whoever that is, we don't know. But at least the Saudis is trying to give us a double header, and I don't think we should be shitting on Valeen as an opponent. That's a tough fight.
For sure.
This is a tough fight. That's what I'm saying. That's why he shouldn't take it, because it is a tough fight, right? So why take this tough ass fight when Wilder's sitting right there for more money, and it'll be probably as tough of a fight in different ways.
A tuna.
That's what
I
led
Wilder? With.
Do you think
it could be?
Do you think it's Wilder?
I don't know. I'm totally assuming, but it's the obvious. They're not fighting each other and they're getting separate fights. I mean, someone needs a tune-up.
I don't know if it's Wilder. I do not know if it's Wilder.
I mean, maybe you don't, but
AJ
I mean,
been getting a lot of tune-ups.
A lot of AJ fans could say that AJ just had a fight with Franklin. How long ago was that? Wasn't that this year?
Well, Hellenius, he just fought in August.
Yeah, and he knocked out Hellenius. Yeah, he knocked out Hellenius. Wait, in like round 6. It took Wilder 30 seconds to get him out of there, right?
I'm just saying, all I'm saying is, somebody wants a tune-up. Whoever that is, it don't matter to me because we still getting 2 good fights. Like, Wilder, Joseph Parker, is it passes, sell date? Yeah, but I'm a boxing fan. We never get shit when we supposed to. So that's a fight we've been supposed to have. I'll take it. And Valeen, I never thought AJ would fight Valeen. And shit, I'll take that.
Me either.
But listen, that was your bell like 8 minutes ago, so I'm going to go ahead and get this on my own.
My bad.
No,
Let me ask, what's more important, getting these guys a fight in and seeing them fight each other, or them being both in good fights next?
Say that again. What's more important, getting them a fight in and them fighting each other, or them being in good fights next? I thought the next fight would be each other, so that is good.
No, I'm saying, like, them next time they're in a ring to be in the best fights possible, or for them to get a fight in to then eventually meet up?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's a Ward Kovalev situation. You get in a tune-up to eventually meet up.
But I'm saying, what is it that you rather see?
The ultimate goal, the end fight.
Okay. All right. I just wanted, at least that to be said. Joe Parker's not that little. He's 6'4". With a 76-inch reach.
Oh, so you're giving him more of a shot?
That's not what I said.
What is he
lasting? No, you thought he was little.
Is he lasting? Is he lasting a minute in the first round?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, he can move. He'll move, and then.
So he gets out. He gets out the first round.
Yeah, he's gonna get out the first round.
What?
Absolutely. Wow, you don't, man. Maybe I have a little bit of fanboyism, or however you want to call it, fandom. I like the way Joe Parker fights. Do I see him beating Wilder? I see him winning rounds.
Bro,
And
let me tell you
we've seen how
something.
that goes. We've
It's
seen how
so
that goes.
funny. It's so funny because you know we're gonna see so much of Tyson Fury around this because that's his boy. He probably gonna be like, yeah, I'm going to camp with Joseph Parker. He's gonna get the win. So that's gonna be interesting. And who knows? Maybe now Parker, I'm selling myself. Oh my God, maybe Parker feels like he's seen something now. You know, obviously he wasn't ready back then, but if he's ready now, I guess I'm right. Hey,
Parker's
man.
been in good fights. I mean, really, the fight that was, I guess is maybe the reason you don't want to see it is the Joe Joyce. But watching that fight is like Parker, man. You gotta step on angles. You can't just step back.
But
It's like if
that's
you
my
just would have made
thing.
that adjustment,
Yeah, you could.
man, that would have been
But
hard.
but you talking about slow Joe Joyce? Imagine Wilder. You making the mistakes with Wilder? Ay chi chi. It's over. Can't make the mistakes with Wilder. You talking about him needing to do angles with Joyce, who's slow, who he could have got away from some of those damn things. But with Wilder, my man, you seen that 1-2 he hit Brazil with? Say what you want about Brazil. You know, it's the same 1-2 he hit Luis Ortiz with twice. You know, it just, certain fighters it takes longer, but it's that same 1-2 he hit Fury with. Like, that's his bread and butter. And eventually, everyone gets hit. Not everyone is Fury. What we will see is, did Fury take anything away from Wilder where his power is not the same? Meaning, he lands that 1-2 on Joseph Parker and he's still standing. Then it's
Well,
like,
how about this? You're mentioning Fury. Fury's fought Wilder 3 times. Who's better to get advice, to be training with, to get tips than a guy that's been what? How many rounds have they done
no, I
together? I mean,
totally mentioned
30
that.
something rounds.
I totally mentioned that Fury might be in camp with Parker because they're boys, legit boys. And I even said that he might make an announcement that he's gonna help him, to beat Wilder. But that don't help you in the ring.
And
Everything looks
also, Joyce
easy
and
from
Wilder
the
are way
outside.
different. Joyce is throwing an insane amount of punches. Wilder's, a lot more patient, a lot more flicking of the jab, and trying to set up that right hand. He doesn't right. We've seen him commit, but I don't think Parker's going to be there to where Wilder is going to, feel confident enough to just let that right hand go immediately.
Everything looks easy from the outside, man. So, once that guy is in there and it's not as easy to land any jabs or cut the distance or forget cutting the distance, get out of the way. Things could change real quick. Louisiana, who's this? New caller.
Tons 1521.
Tubbs 1521.
Tons. Sun
Tons.
like sun with a T. I'm calling from Baton Rouge, but I'm representing my hometown of Ville Platte, Louisiana.
Tons though, right?
Yes,
Like
you want?
TONS.
Yeah, but I spell it TUNZ. That's how you pronounce it.
Okay.
Tons.
You got it. Tons, Louisiana. Talk to us, brother. Take it away.
Hey, I'm Wilder all day, but I'm a Joshua fan as well. In both those fights, they both need tune-ups. Wilder only had 1 round in 2 years, so he needs this work with Parker. Joshua need to work with Wallin if he takes the fight because he's still with his new trainer. So they both need tune-ups and it'll work out for both of them because they will fight in 2024. I'm hoping it happens. It needs to happen. I'm Wilder all day, but I fuck with Anthony Joshua. And with the Boost thing, Showtime owed Boost that belt.
Nah, I hear you, man. I hear you. It seems like a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, Boost held Showtime down for 3 years. Since the pandemic, Boost held Showtime Championship boxing down because he fought, 6 times in 3 years? That's, it sounds crazy, but that's hard working. In this era of boxing, that's hard working. He worked, fought twice every year on Showtime, held it down during the pandemic. And you recently had a show that Espinoza went to Philly and met with Boots, so he brought him the news personally because they owed Boots that. And I'm a Crawford fan. Crawford is my guy. So, I mean, boxing is the only sport that it happens in, so it happens. We got to deal with it. And my point is, the face of boxing is the sanctioning bodies. There's no face of boxing. The sanctioning bodies run boxing. They do what the fuck they want to do.
You ain't lying about that.
You one of the hardest working men on YouTube, Ness. I respect your grind, man.
Appreciate
Keep it up, bro. I fucks with you. I fucks with you.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
All right. Phone line still open. We gonna keep it moving. We got a few super chats I gotta get to, and then we're going back to the callers. We last stopped off at, looks like Huang out of Houston, member for 8 months on that champ level. He says, awesome double header. It's a build-up excitement card. All right. It's true. You know, they're trying to build up the level of excitement for the two, you know? And then they can have the face off. It's like he got to win, you got to win, meet in the middle. I love it. $10. Shout out Optimus Prime with the $10 Super J says, my boy Alex should co-host more often. Man, I've told him that. He be busy though. He got kids and new girlfriend, all that good shit, man. You know how it is. But
Appreciate you, Optimus
I've
Prime.
definitely told him that, man. He got the skills. Leonard Sterling, 5-pounder out of the UK, says, reported by No Smoke Boxing that Hot Rod revealed to Sports Club accepted all terms for January 13th in Vegas. It's up to Bivol and Matchroom. Yeah. Yep. B-Dog, member for 32 months on that prospect level. How come beating Canelo doesn't raise your profile? Thinking emoji. I don't know why. It didn't, though. It hasn't worked for Bivol. Like, you know, I wish it would have, man. I wish he would have been the hottest thing smoking. If he would have, if it did, then I bet you that Bob would have did the fight with Better Bieber a long time ago. WBC, no WBC, Russia, no Russia. This shit don't matter. We
They would
got
have been brought that to Saudi, right?
Word. We got $5 from 954 Twigs. He says, announcer said Bivol from Big Bear, California. It's an anomaly. C-Dub is correct. You remember, Ness? We do. Oh, you don't remember, Ness? We don't. Yeah, but that, you see, and that got him to waste that $5 because C-Dub forced his answer out rather than just getting the truth out. You know, they can announce you from where you're residing and where you're from, just where you're residing, just where you're from. It really depends. Again, Tyson Fury's the perfect example. They put him in his biggest fight, talking about fighting out of Las Vegas. So let's be real.
I mean, but the point I think is that they made sure not to mention the Russia, whether he wanted to or not. So I guess that's
but do we
what he
know
was
that?
trying to go at,
Do
and
we
that's
know?
what's causing a lot of issues.
But did we know that, Alex? Because you just doubled down and said whether he wanted to or not. Do we know that he wanted to say hailing from Russia, residing out of Big Bear? Do we know that he wanted to do that?
You would say probably if you check, I'm sure every other fight it was mentioned except for this one because of what was going on, and you know WBC was very against it. I think WBA that was the second fight with a Russian fighter. I think the first one was Stanionis versus Butayev. I guess you had to take a look and see if they allowed him to be announced from Russia because I don't remember.
But Bivol doesn't have the WBC.
No. I was saying the WBC was like the leading sanctioning body in regards to keeping Russian and Belarusian fighters from rankings. WBA was also they had mentioned it as well, but they were the only. I think they have been the only organization to allow Russian fighter to fight for titles or some sort. I could be wrong.
Yeah, So you're saying you checked in all his other fights, Bivol was introduced as from Russia?
No, I did not say that. I remember it. I remember him having the Russian flag for fights, and I remember it being announced. Sure. C-Dub, go ahead and take a look, since that was, I believe,
Yeah.
your major point.
Yeah, because that's the type of stuff, the type of facts we would need, rather than
Assuming.
exactly, or just picking, choosing, and singling out one time where we heard one thing. What about the rest of the fights? Matt Bet 100 on that champ level $5 super chat says daily dose of Tanquil, Wilder parks Parker in 3 or less. The only thing Fury can tell Parker is, "Get up, Joe, get up."
That was good.
That was good. Ryan Fraser, $2 Canadian. TBV Nation, what up? Shout out to Vega on the mic.
Salute,
Brandon
Ryan,
on
man.
Twitter with the check-in.
Is this the funny Brandon?
What up, Ness?
What up?
So if there's talks between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, them fighting. Just imagine, just real fast, what would happen with those fights in terms of the heavyweight division. There would be animosity towards everybody. There would be so many people claiming that Anthony Joshua will win or Deontay Wilder will win, and they're picking sides. And after they pick sides, they're going to defend their respective fighter with real words, real actions, real forces, stuff like that. Because that's just the nature of some people. They are really loyal to these people, to these fighters, because they really support them, not because they're promoting them, because they support them like wholeheartedly. And it's fair to say that there's a lot of fights that break out because of that. And I'm not saying that there's a majority of people that do that, or there's 90% of people that engage in such conduct. But I would approximately say there's a select few of individuals that engage in conduct regarding these fights, like during these press conferences, during the fight, sometimes even after fights, that have some erratic behaviors. And people, they take these seriously. They don't take these as a joke. They take these seriously. These fights, they want their fighter to win, and if they lose, they really get upset about it. So me personally, I think that's a bad way to be. I would not be that upset, let's say, if my fighter was to lose to somebody that was actually good at fighting, because Crawford he's one of my favorite fighters too, so I was say him as an example. He hasn't lost a fight yet. He's 40-0. But when the IBF or whoever, IBC or whatever, stripped him of his belt unfairly, I took that personally, and I said to myself, there's just unfairness all around. There's corruption all around in some of boxing. Some people in the leadership, there's corruption without a doubt. We already know that. We've already seen that, and they don't really have to prove anything besides being in their respective positions, doing what they continue to do, and exploiting people. So. In terms of Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, I would like to see them both fight each other. I would like to see them fight. Now, that doesn't mean that I want Wilder to win or Joshua. I haven't picked a side yet, but because they're going to fight their own guys. But I want to see that fight really happen. And I'm not joking, because this will be a very legendary fight in boxing, and I think maybe this could become like the new all-time greatest fight in the history of the sport of boxing. And everybody would agree. Everybody would almost agree that seeing them both fight, which they should be calling for these fights to happen more often. I like seeing people when they do that, when they call for fights that are popular.
But it's not your time.
All right, Rob, Vegas, what's up?
In this corner, fighting originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan, but now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Floyd Money Mayweather. Just a little, history. They call out both, man. They call out both. Sometimes it just depends on who you got doing it. They'll call it by where you from. They'll announce where you fighting out of. Just a little history there, man. They do both of those from what I've seen. As far as Joseph Parker, Deontay Wilder, I don't really want to see that. But if I think we could get AJ and Wilder after, then I'll definitely take it. Wilder, get you some rounds in before you get in there with Anthony Joshua. if Anthony Joshua make it, considering y'all talking about he about to fight Wale. Now Wale, that's that boy that bust Fury eye open. So you know what I'm saying? If Fury head movement can't get him away, I don't know where AJ head gonna end up. So that's gonna be a good squabble to see. I think I'm interested in that. That's a good fight right there for Anthony Joshua. I like that. Let's go. I mean, it might fuck up that Wilder shit though. I don't know. He better be him and Derek James, boy. They better be on their P's and Q's against Wale. Cause yeah, that boy, he'll get up in there and throw them things with you. So I definitely like those two fights, man. As far as Wilder, Parker, I thought I heard you say Parker wouldn't make it out the first round. I don't know, Ness. You think Parker can't go 6 for Wilder? Can't last 6?
Listen, Wilder been off for a long time, man. I guess I'm going off old Wilder. But
1 round in 25 months.
And he old. Yeah, I was just about to say he old. What was that, Alex?
1 round in 25 months for Deontay.
Yeah, see, that's that layoff shit. See, there go that layoff shit. Nah, man. I got Parker. Definitely. What's the over? Well, I can't wait to see what the over gonna be. We taking the over. Let's go. We taking the over. I don't know, man. That's a good one, man. And who gonna be on the undercard? Do we got any news on like potential undercard?
Bivol,
yep. And
Bivol?
I guess Hot Rod.
I don't know who the fuck Hot Rod is. That's a funny name though. I take Bivol though. That's he was a good boxer. Don't know. That's who we fighting.
Yeah, man. Check out. Go to ProBox on YouTube and put in ProBox Hot Rod, and you'll see his most recent fight. He also fought Alter Beterbiev. As everyone knows, Beterbiev has 100% KO ratio. So.
Yeah, I think Bivol could beat Beterbiev. I think he boxed good enough to beat him. I hope they get in the ring one day. That'll be a good one. But yeah, man, you know my guys, don't call me to talk about the big dog. I appreciate the call, man.
I appreciate you.
All right.
Yeah.
Rob in Vegas. Appreciate it. Let's see who we got. J. Will in Ohio.
What's up, Ness?
What up?
Man, it's good Saturday morning, man. I finally had a chance to catch you on a Saturday morning, man. Yo, I'm glad you checked some of them other callers, man, because they was driving me nuts, bro. The Callum Smith beating Beterbiev, dude. Yo, that really blew it for me, man. But then the man who had to be right as far as he don't say where he from though on the announcement. That guy, man, C-Dub, whatever, good dude, but man, bro, man, like, stop waking and baking before you call the show, bro. Like, chill, bro. But with the whole the card on December 23rd, dope, man. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a junkie though, so I'll take it. But I don't know, man. To me, it's just something in AJ that I don't think he wants to fight Wilder, man. I think he wants to fight Wilder last because I think he fears Wilder the most, man. It's just something about his energy every time they about to talk about fighting. I just don't think he really wants that smoke with Wilder like that. But yeah, man, I stay on these callers' heads, man, because to a real hardcore, man, like, I don't know, man. Like my man just said, my man got 100% knockout ratio, but Callum Smith about to come up and outbox him for 12 rounds, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, but man, you on your shit today, man. But that's my call, bro.
Wait 1 second. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So you're saying Callum Smith has no shot because Alter Beterbiev?
Yeah, you was egging that guy on, man. Fuck no. But he can't stop Beterbiev. Beterbiev been hit by punches like Joe Smith. The dude Brown can punch a little bit. Brown was landing some shots on him. Bruh, no, Callum Smith does not have the power to make Beterbiev to stop coming forward the way he does. Like, what does Callum Smith have in his repertoire that's going to make Beterbiev hesitate? Because that's the only way you're going to beat Beterbiev is by making him not come forward as aggressive as he does.
I mean, he's shown he can put someone's lights out. I mean, depending, I know you're going to say, well, who was it? But I mean, to be able to put a man out, I mean, we watch guys like David Benavidez go out there, and we've never seen him just one punch KO a guy, you know? So to be able to
Okay,
do that, regardless of
respect.
competition, that shows you are capable.
I respect that. So let me ask you this. Do you think he punches harder than Joe Smith?
No, absolutely not.
Callum Smith. So Callum Smith doesn't punch harder than Joe Smith. And Better Beef walked through him in, 3 rounds? Literally
But
was
Joe
just walking
Smith
through
doesn't
all of
have
his
a
punches.
setup.
And Joe
You
Smith can
know, he
crack.
doesn't really set his shots up like a Callum Smith could possibly do. Callum Smith, I think, has
So
shown to be technically better. And also, you know, I think he just has an overall better boxing game. It's the shot that you don't see that can put you out.
I feel that, but I don't think Callum Smith is that good of a boxer to be able to, one, go from defense to offense, because you're going to have to be on some old slip and counter type stuff to really catch Better Beef with something that he don't see. Better Beef has decent defense. He doesn't get hit a lot. The one thing, several fights ago, he was getting hit and going down, but he'll get right back up and get right back in the Terminator mode. Callum Smith doesn't have a jab. He doesn't have the feet to stay away from Better Beef like that. Like, he's gonna have to have something to offset Better Beef as far as his main weapons, and he doesn't have anything. Like,
No, that's good points for sure. I would just say my biggest concern would be Beterbiev, his aging, him being out once again for almost a year. You know, stuff like that. You know, who is he? You know, as he ages, it just happened one day. But I could understand why, for sure, you can have Beterbiev as the most probable, you know, being the victor. However, you know, that's the thing about aging, man. It hits you out of nowhere sometimes. You don't want to be the last to know.
very true, very true. I don't see Callum Smith, even if a slightly older Better Beef, somebody, even if he's not on his A game that we've been seeing recently. Callum Smith just doesn't like the physicality. Like, he let a shorter man than Canelo like muscle him around, and Canelo cannot punch nowhere near as hard as Better Beef. I don't care what no Canelo fan says. That hell no. Like, Better Beef is probably the hardest pound for pound puncher in boxing today. Well, nah, second to Deontay.
Yeah.
Second to Deontay, but it's
Don't
like
forget Tank either.
Deontay only has the right hand. Deontay can hit you with a couple of left hooks, and you could probably be okay. It's just that right hand, the way he follows through it, and all that leverage he gets with his, his rangy arms and all that. Better be if every single punch he throws hurts, man. Both hands. Like,
Sledgehammers.
nah, Callum Smith can't do it, man. He ain't that. It's going to take a special fighter to beat Better Biv before he gets old. And I don't think Callum Smith is that special of a fighter.
Well,
I
all
hear you,
right,
man.
champ.
Appreciate you. I'll tell you this, Ness, man. I actually went to the boxing gym yesterday for the first time in maybe 5 months.
To work out?
Yeah, man. I'm back in the gym, bro.
That shit must have been.
We back in.
That must have felt horrible.
Oh my God. I was like, yo, if I go to beginner sparring tomorrow, today, which I mean, it would start now, so obviously I'm not going. I don't know if I can make it through a couple rounds. My balance is all off. Yo, I feel like I put on quite a few pounds since I was really in there, but just overall I just feel like I've aged. I've been running, it ain't the same. Healing, man, my Achilles is killing me, which probably means something's wrong with my calf, which means I have to strengthen it
So you
while
saying
trying to
you
heal my
building it?
Achilles.
Are you building this up to say Better Beef is getting old?
Basically, you just never. Like I said, yo, and I'm so stubborn. In my head, I'm like, yeah, it's my first time back, man. But honestly, I know I've aged quite a bit. I feel it every day, just moving, just reacting. My coach is telling me, hey, when you throw that right hand, Keem is funny. When I throw that your right hand, you keep leaning to the left, like that. He's telling me, yo, you're gonna be countered bad, and I just kept, and I'm telling myself, don't do it, and it's just like unnaturally. I don't know how you want to describe it. I just keep doing it, and even though I'm trying to tell my body don't.
Mm. Yeah, man. No, I haven't been back in there since that fight fell out, bro. And I hate it because it was fun and I felt better and looked better. But
Oh yeah.
now that I'm doing this second show, I don't have the time. Like I have to find the time, but I really don't have the time.
I hear you on that. I'm forcing myself, man, just on my break. I get a good break in between shifts. Yo, I rush home. I do running. I do, push-ups, sit-ups, squat, all
You hear
that.
me?
Then I got to take a
We
shower,
hear
eat
you,
real quick, and
Majid.
head back to work. It's hard.
Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. So, who Anthony Joshua is supposed to be fighting?
Otto Valine, bro.
That's a dangerous ass fight. You got Wilder versus Parker. I feel like that's a dangerous ass fight. I know y'all betting show gonna be interesting because I feel like both of them could get upset on there. You know what I'm saying? I want those two to fight each other, but if they fighting some like this type of caliber of fighters, then I ain't even mad at it. I'm just happy to see them fighting again and shit. But they could both fuck around and lose, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they fighting on the same timeline, so we won't have to worry about one having a fight and something else end up happening, like just badass timing type shit. So I feel like this line it up. Will it happen? I have no fucking clue, but we've been waiting this long. Fuck it, we could wait longer. And yeah, that Jay Will call, I heard him talking like comparing Power with Canelo and Beterbiev, and I don't know. I used to hate on Canelo a lot and everything, but I feel like when Canelo went up to that 175, that nigga beat Kovalev, somebody that was known to take over that division for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? Like he put a lot of work in. He beat that dude. Then he fuck around and fought Bivol. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude that beat the Joe Smith. You know, like he fought that dude. You know what I'm saying? So he probably didn't knock him out. Power didn't translate good. He got one. He like 1-1, like 1-1 when it come to knocking niggas out at 175. But he lost against the dude with the best defense in boxing. That's Bivol. I don't feel like none of Bivol's opponents could beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like call me delusional, whatever the fuck you want. I feel like if Yard was able to set up those combos and hurt his ass, I know that Canelo could finish his combos better than Anthony Yard. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what the fuck could happen in that fight. Me personally, I always thought that Canelo should have fought fucking Beterbiev instead of Bivol. Like I just thought that was the smarter option because he might hit hard and knock everything out, but Canelo got more than enough skill, counter punching, all of that. He got enough of all of that shit you need to upset somebody like that for 3 belts instead of 1, and this nigga been knocked down multiple times, all that shit. So we already done seen the breakdown of Beterbiev slowly, you know what I'm saying? And like Alex said, that clock gonna hit one day and we don't know when, but it don't got shit to do with nothing. But I got Canelo beating up Beterbiev. I'm like, I don't know why. I just really, really believe so. And I just wanted to throw that shit out there. But shout out to Alex being on the show, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to you, Ness, for this shit on Saturday. I'm gonna go back to listening.
Appreciate it. Malcolm, what up?
Yo, you hear me?
Perfect.
Shout out TBV. Shout out Ness. Shout out Vega with the Barry White mic. For the topic, for Joshua, that's definitely a dangerous fight. He's only had like 2 fights already with Derrick James in his corner,
Is
if
it
I'm
2?
right. So
Is it
and
2? I thought it was just the Franklin. Am I missing? Oh yeah, Hellenius. He fought Hellenius.
Yeah, you keep
yeah, it
forgetting
was
the
Franklin
Hellenius
and
fight, bro.
Hellenius. So usually fighters, you need like 3 fights, usually like 3-4 fights to really sink in with the trainer. You feel me? I'd rather he fight like a Washington or a Chisora, one of them two. You know, they fought in August. I'm pretty sure about that. They fought in August, so that's enough time by December for them to, get something right. With Wilder, I actually want him now to. Y'all seen Miller talking shit to Wilder? Yeah, my son got that nice little diss track. So I'm with the antics for him to just fight him. I'm all for it.
I've been wanting that.
But
Yo, I want Wilder, Dillian White, Wilder, Big Baby. Those are old beefs I want.
yeah, and then I really want Wilder Ruiz, Wilder Ngannou, Wilder. It's like Wilder, I think, has the most matchups that we want to see in the heavyweight division in general.
Yep.
So, I'm just with him, like, just getting an easier fight Miller or something or whatever. But that motherfucker's not reliable because he just stayed popping dirty. So for all we know, that shit's not gonna fall through. But yeah, after the Fury loss, what happened? He fought one round with Helenius, and that's really it. It was like 30 seconds.
It was a couple minutes.
So yeah, he definitely need like a little more activity. You feel me? Or a fight that's gonna go a little longer just to get a little warmed up. But yeah, that's it. And then hey, after that, them two can just bang it out. I'm all for it. But I'm a root for Wilder, man, because that equalizes just too much. But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. That's all I gotta say.
For sure. No, definitely. I
Appreciate
think it's just best for Wilder to get at least another camp in to take
Word.
on an AJ. Or at least I'd feel more comfortable with it. Make me feel like I know more
Bro.
of what I'm going to see rather than see him fighting him off of 15 months, no fight at all. Like I said, 1 round, 25 months.
Bro, that Wilder Miller fight in Saudi is way better than the Parker fight. But Parker's already got the history, right? He's fought with the Saudis. Man, bro. They got to give new people a chance, bro. I mean, I guess they is giving Wilder a chance, right? But damn. Oh, we need that Wilder Big Baby, bro. Like, I kept saying it twice, but I don't even know how much I want that Wilder Dillian White anymore because I don't know the durability of Dillian White at these, these days, man. But we got Big Super Mix. What up?
Yo.
What up? What up?
What up, Alex? Good to have you
What's
on the
going
show,
on,
big
Super
dog.
Mac? Appreciate you.
I want to touch on a few topics, so if I go over Manesh, just let me know. We'll straighten that out. Firstly, man, the thing about Bivol is, and I've said this, it's really comes down to this. It's just not the guy people wanted to beat Canelo that beat Canelo, and that's why he never took off. I mean, he didn't hit no media tour following the fight. You didn't see him on any big shows. People still want to see David beat him, so that's why that fight is so interesting. As far as the Joe Parker, Wilder, and Wallin, AJ, I think you got to remember, didn't Joseph Parker just fight like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, with Simon Keane.
Yeah,
Easy
so
fight.
he's been active. That could be a little tricky for Wilder. I think Wilder should get the job done. AJ, don't forget, has been working with Ben Davison also over in the UK. Ben Davison was in the corner for Fury Wallin, so Ben Davison at least has seen a style, so he may have been already prepared. He may have known this was the fight, so keep that in mind. I like the idea of this, man. I grew up on Oscar De La Hoya, who had his opponents on, double headers all the time. The most famous one is when they robbed Felix Sturm to set up the B-Hop fight, man. So really, realistically, I mean, us knowing what it is with this sport, as long as Wilder and AJ don't get knocked out, man, we should finally be able to see these guys get it on and give us the fight we've been waiting on. And I'm excited for that. Mostly for this, Ness, to bring back that rivalry, man. It's been a little dead here. Javi, big Javi, I know you somewhere listening. Start calling in. I want to hear, yes again. Coach Rafi, I know you listening. Elms, Jack is a lie. All the sheep, we need you back. We need you back. Your boy AJ finally gonna get put to sleep. We need all you
Coyote,
back. Rob.
Coyote.
Yeah. KO, all you dudes. We
They
know y'all
all
listening.
word. They hiding. They hiding.
Rob, Rob, you in the chat. We need you back. So when this fight finally come, I need them arguments back, man. That was a golden era for TBV. Them arguments were great, man. What's the dude's name? Nigerian dude that used to call messing with you, Troy too. Troy, call in, get back on Ness's head. He was a good adversary in Ness. Actually, speaking of your adversaries, I want to see C-Dub and Enrique get into a debate. That would be hella interesting to me. So I'm excited, man. I think AJ Wilder is going to bring a lot of good things, man, especially for this show in particular. I know y'all listening, so come on back. That's really all I got, fellas. Appreciate the time. Appreciate the day of the Saturday show getting me through this overtime day. So y'all continue to tune in. Tune in with Alex on Sunday Night Slow Jams tomorrow. Alex, don't forget to drop your station. He's gonna have all the latest R&B. Get the baby making music going. But that's it for me, fellas. I got to get back on this road.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yo, and let me tell you, I thought he was like really promoting some shit you do on Sundays. I'm like, he got that off so smoothly.
Yo, for real, because I do something every other Sunday. I'm on a YouTube channel called Fight Night Scores, where we rewatch old fights and scores. So yeah, I was like,
how
oh,
do y'all rewatch them? How do y'all rewatch them?
I mean, yeah, we take the chance. We put it on, and what we do is we dim it, and we'll put like an imagery, like what is it called? He puts the logo over it, and it'll dim it, and it changes the dimming from like 40%, 60%, 80%, and it like cycles through. But no, we do get copyright strikes for like the biggest fights.
Whose channel is it? Y'all crazy.
It's it's a gentleman from the UK I know. It's Fight Night, one word scores. And yeah, like we're gonna do tomorrow, doing it at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Roy Jones Jr. versus Antonio Tarver 1.
Yeah, crazy. Listen, there's an app that's web browser and mobile. It's called Watch Together with the number 2. And you can do that there in the fight. You drop the link to the fight in that, then they give you a link to give to your audience to watch the fight with you. The issue is, hopefully they've addressed that. Every time a new person jumps in, it might restart the fight or push the fight back. I don't know if they've addressed that. I haven't used it in ages since I used to do the film studies, but yeah, y'all shouldn't be taking a chance. I mean, I guess if it's on some fucking shit, but you feel me? If it picks up
Been
steam,
doing it. The channel's been around for a couple years. So we do it every other week, and it's still, but like I said, the biggest fights. I think they did Wilder versus Fury 1. I wasn't a part of that. They had to cut 6 minutes out the video for whatever reason. And Triple G versus Canelo, I think the second fight, yeah, in a lot of territories, it was not allowed to be on YouTube, and it cut a lot of views.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. Like I am going to keep the conversation going because it is very unfortunate. Other YouTubers, specifically movie YouTubers, they can literally take an entire trailer and show it on their channel. They can take movie scenes and show it on their channel. Boxing, I'm telling you, boxing is broken from the bottom to the top because you guys aren't doing anything but promoting older fights that aren't even getting any views. You bringing the life back to them fights, and they should not be flagging you. They should be applauding you. It's fucking insane, bro. I swear, I hate the way this sport is, man.
The word I was looking for was watermark. Yeah, he puts a watermark over the fight, stuff like that.
What does the
the point is to
watermark say?
rescore it and see like how controversial fights were. So,
what's the watermark say?
It's just of his logo. He puts it multiple times over the screen.
That shit must be so whack to watch.
It's hard for him to even watch the fight
because
he has to keep cycling it unless he put it on a timer.
So much. You better off getting with someone like when I'm with Danny, and y'all just then your reaction is genuine versus showing the fight. But I got Treese. What up?
Yo.
Rookie of the Year candidate.
Actually, they nominated Brandon. Brandon, if you're out there, oh, there you go. They
Not they.
nominated you.
One guy.
I mean, he represents the community. He's part of the
James
community.
Benitez always with the.
And James
Never
is
mind.
James is like a real community member. He's not like a fake one. He's there every day to this day. Treese, what
Take a
up?
note of everyone that he nominates. Anyways, go.
I believe he nominated you once
What
upon a
up, though,
time.
man? What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Shout out Toledo, Ohio, man. We got Albert Bill today, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. Downtown Toledo, Ohio, Glass City Center, man. Yeah, just had to throw out there real quick. I just tuned in a little late, so I hear that we got Anthony Joshua versus Otto Valene, and we got Wilder versus Parker. I like it. I like it. If it's gonna be on the same night, I like it. Fuck it. That just mean that we getting them closer together. I like that they fighting on the same night, like my man Majid has said. So it's you feel me, boom. So it ain't no issue when we talking time frame. Y'all both coming fighting the same night. Y'all should be ready to fight again on the same night, hopefully with each other. So yeah, I'm with. What the fuck is going on with
Yo,
this
how
better
much Albert
PF?
Bell weigh?
What up? What up?
How much Albert Bell weigh?
I ain't even I ain't checked the weigh-in. I ain't go to the weigh-in or nothing like
131,
this here. I'm
bro.
gonna be listening at the fight. I
131,
ain't
bro.
What he come
131.
in? 131?
He looked very big.
He came in, you said 131? He came in
Yes,
at?
yes.
Okay, well, see, bingo. That's still
I text
130. They
Vic.
give you the pound. They give you the pound.
I spoke to Vic, and he let me know. I asked him because we didn't know what weight that fight was gonna be at.
Yeah. I heard you was skeptical thinking it was gonna be on some 133 type shit. Or yeah, catch weight
Yeah, because
action. But yeah,
Velez just fought
130.
at like 143. So
Yeah, I
Bruh,
peeped that.
he looks so much bigger though.
Hey man. Hey, that's why
Look at
motherfucker. You
that
see, that's
shit.
why they running from my guy at 130. That's what they say. They like how the fuck how the fuck he fighting at 130, man? Man,
No, but
6'1", man. He got crazy reach, man. What the fuck, man?
height don't win fights though.
Hey, believe me, I know that, but tell them that. So if tell them to believe that and give us the fucking fight. Valdez, Navarrete,
Bro, why you calling on
motherfucker,
dudes this broken, man?
Jamil Herring. Jamil Herring just had a fight. He calling for a
Bruh,
fight in Cincinnati. Like I say, we in
Jamel
Toledo, Ohio.
Herring,
We right up the road, and you can't tell me that's a
bruh,
bad fight. Jamil Herring versus Albert
Jamel
Bell in
Herring,
Cincinnati. It all makes sense, brother. We need.
champ.
Go ahead.
You gotta breathe,
Go ahead,
man. Jamel Herring got title shot opportunities with Joe Cordina, bro. You can't be out here putting
brother.
fake pressure on people. Like,
Ain't no. Whoa.
I'm just saying, what I mean by fake pressure is like you can't act like, oh, Jamel, come holla. Like, he coming back because Joe Cordina begging for a fight for him. Like,
Man, listen, man. Joe Cordina looked like shit, and he looked like he finna move up or something. So no, bro.
I'm
Fuck
just
all that.
saying.
We
I'm
top.
just saying.
Whoa, no. Let me get this off, bro. We top 10 in the world at 130, bro. I'm sick
I
of
mean,
this
is
shit,
y'all
bro. No,
stopping
no, no, no,
Velez?
no, no, no,
Is
no,
y'all
no.
stopping
Listen, you done
Velez?
trolled me enough.
Is y'all
You done
stopping
trolled me enough with this
Velez,
Albert
man?
Bell shit.
Is you stopping
Hey, man.
Velez or not, man?
We gonna stop him for you. We gonna
That's what
stop
I'm
him for you,
talking
and then
about.
fuck it. We gonna get the Mercado nigga. Fuck it. Since we gotta get it seem like we gotta take young
Yo,
blood out the game to make some
don't
sense.
talk
Fuck it.
about moving up. Don't talk about moving up
it's
10
two
pounds
weight
like that.
classes. Yeah.
Hey,
Don't
man.
put your buddy in something he can't get out of, man. Don't
Hey,
do
You got
don't
that.
like
do that, man.
Charlo in
Fuck
there.
it. Hey,
Don't do
hey,
that
hey,
shit. Don't do that shit.
we boxing shit around here, man. I got
Hey,
faith that my man could go up there and get that shit done. And I
bruh,
know that the money names is up there. Fuck it. Why not us, man?
don't make me
Shout out
call
Toledo, Ohio,
call
man.
senior, man. I had senior send y'all a contract real quick.
Okay then, TBD Promotions. Look,
I'm
here
just
we
saying,
go.
I know
Who's the
Mercado.
promoter now?
I know Mercado's dad. I ain't no promoter, Alex. I'm trying to make a fight. You
Yeah,
see?
matchmaker.
I'm trying to make a fight. I'm talking about I get Mercado dad on a line. Like, yo, we
Let me help
got
Treese out a
one.
little bit, man, because I know he be jumping. But look, Cordina's talking about fighting Lee Wood. He's possible unifications. So I'm thinking that Herring opportunity the opportunity for Herring, it might have been start slipping away. He did talk about fighting Cincinnati. So go ahead, Treese. Let him know.
I'm just saying, you heard. Look, Ness acting like he ain't hearing him say that. Or if I can't get any of those guys, hold on. Well, if we can't get one of those guys, we are the number one ranked guy in the WBO at 130. You feel me? Ain't like I say, ain't no bigger contender than us. We a contender, no chicken tender, my guy. You need to show some respect, Ness.
Hey,
We about to put the
yo,
beats on. We
we
finna put the beats
respect.
on your man
We
today. You
respect. We
feel me? And then
respect.
we sniffing out big fights, man. They can't duck us too much longer, man. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. You know what the fuck is going on. Downtown Toledo, Ohio, Glass City Center, Albert Bell, future champion of the world, man.
A
Shout
knockout
out
would be
TBV.
a knockout would be sweet for him right now. Like that's what he need right now.
To capitalize on the viral shit. You accurate and it's gonna come.
Nah, because
And I'm
Overtime pushing him. They still promoting his old knockout that he just reposted it 2 days ago. If he could get another one, they gonna be happy with him. You feel me? And they gonna promote that.
Come on,
just
Trees.
on the
Let them
slow.
know about O'Shea Jones. Come on,
I
man.
Oh
seen
yeah,
that.
hold
I
on.
seen
Oh yeah,
that.
I just hold on.
I
You
seen
hey,
On
that.
hey,
overtime.
Alex
I
On
know
seen
what
overtime,
the
that.
I
fuck.
saw them.
Alex know what the fuck going on
I
because he
seen
already
it.
knew how I was
I seen
coming.
that. I seen that
Yeah.
stoppage. She got a little bit of help from the ref with.
See, man. Hey, Ness, you trolling today, man. I don't know what this fucking got into you today, man.
I'm
But
just
hey,
saying, hey,
I
that's the
just want
call.
to
But yo, is it
I
true,
just want to say
Alex, or is it true? Did it look like he could have gave a did she deserve a knockout, or could have been a knockdown, standing 8?
They don't do standing eights in Ohio, do they?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't know.
You got to know what states you're in, man. I think only a few states do standing eights.
The hater, what up? Twitter, the hater.
Damn. Yo, I'm just tuning in.
What up?
Yeah, I just want to say great show as always. Shout out everybody. I just wanted to call in quickly and just shout out the new champ. Email champ. Let's go, baby. Jerome Boots Ennis. Everybody gave Devin Haney this treatment, so we're gonna give it a Boots. You're the email champ. Let's go, baby. Nah, I'm just messing around. But I saw this
Say
tweet
give it a zoo
from
too
Mike.
then.
Yeah. Yo, so I just saw this tweet from Mike Coppinger, and he says that the IBF wasn't defended for like 5 years or something. Is
No,
that true?
only once in 5.5 years.
A mandatory.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. It seems fishy because like as soon as Crawford gets it, like they're putting pressure on him. I feel like, I'm new to it, so like as a casual, like from a casual's perspective, no one actually knows the difference. I feel like no one's actually going around the street saying, "Hey, they stripped Crawford for blah blah blah." I feel like you really, until that fight happens, if that fight ever does happen, no one will ever give. I feel like the casuals, at least, they won't give him that edge over Crawford. And when I say, I'm talking about Boots. But anyways, hey, that's all I got. Great show as always. Thank you guys.
All right. Yeah, man, it's unfortunate that people, run with these things to minimize the achievements of the fighter. Like, it's not Boots' fault that Crawford has a bigger fight and that his career didn't bubble till it did. So he has to wait for that rematch. Like, financially, it just makes sense to wait for that rematch, man. It's unfortunate because I feel like Crawford certainly is capable and is the type that would be willing to fight Boots in the interim, but I just don't think the powers that be would allow that. Plus, no networks or whatever timelines they have to be restricted to until they can announce their next move in terms of networks or broadcasters. The one thing that they do have on the table for next year is only a pay-per-view date. So that doesn't necessarily need a network. So we don't know where the PBC is at, man. I wish we did. We got Harlem World. What the hell? Been a minute, champ. My man listens every day but never says what's up.
Cause I've been y'all had a show. Y'all been doing this shit since what 9? So I was like, yeah, let me see. He's still doing the show. Let me call him. I heard Wilder and Otto, or however, how is that set up?
Anthony
that's
Joshua
official.
versus Otto Wallin is being talked about, and Wilder versus Parker are the rumors. But the solid rumors are that both of these men will fight December 23rd in Saudi in separate fights. Now, rumors have surfaced that Wilder could be potentially fighting Joseph Parker and AJ in the very tough fight with Otto Wallin.
I actually like that fight. Like, if they are gonna fight separate people, I would like them to fight those two people, if anything. Other because these two niggas already had their tune up with Helenius, so I don't want to really see them fighting somebody even trashier and got us waiting even more. I wouldn't want to pay for it personally. That's just how I feel. So, but with Boots, has Crawford ever defended? Did he get a defense with his undisputed at 40?
Nah, bro, they did the same thing with the 40 belt then. They mandated Sergey
But
Lipinets, didn't give him an opportunity to do any big fights, stripped him, and you know, they doing it again here at 47.
yeah, that's the only thing that I definitely don't like. I would like Boots. Like, I wouldn't want him to be getting his belts back and not get an official defense on either one of his undisputed. So that's the only thing I don't like. But I definitely love Boots getting his shot and shit. I don't know who gonna fight him, but somebody gonna get fucked up. So unless it's Crawford, that's a wild fight right there. But that's my call though. Keep going. You know, shout out Danny, even though he ain't there. Happy Veterans Day.
Word. Appreciate you,
Shout
man.
out with that Alex
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
AKA
Mr.
Barry
Good
White.
Mike.
AKA Mr. Good Mike. And then he turns around like, it was actually on sale for $9.99.
$29.99. Best Buy.
Let's see. Anybody else? Last call for calls. Last call for calls. If you want to call in, this is the time to do it. Okay. My man out here trying to promote Luke Santamaria and Rashidi Ellis. That looks like
Man, Luke Santamaria is such a good fighter. I really think I really enjoy the way he fights. I think he gives a lot of people trouble. I think he gave Jesus Ramos trouble in the beginning, but then Ramos was just too strong. But yeah, him against Tellez, I would not make that fight right now. I don't blame them, and I
they
think that's
offered him
basically
the
what you're
fight,
trying to
though.
do: get them to admit it. They don't really want the fight.
Well, they offered it to him. They sent a contract, bro. They
Yeah,
sent the
I mean,
contract. I know this shit, man.
they got the draft. They changed the name. You know what I mean? They sent it out. You know, it could just be to be like, yo, we try to fight him, but you never
I
know
don't
how the
like that
game
shit.
goes.
I don't like
It's a
that
dirty
shit.
game.
Like, look, I already talked to Skyler, and I'm gonna put out his side of the story. You feel me? He's saying they sent him a contract that said it's first of all, he said it's 14 pages. Then he says that they got options on him if he wins. Like, yo, you just fought on Top Rank with no options. How you gonna tell me, Box Lab Promotions gonna get options? Like, come on, they gotta cut the shit, bruh. They want these fights, they gotta cut the shit. You know what I mean?
Where's
But
Skyler from?
he from out here, originally from Indianapolis.
That wouldn't make sense for him to
What
go to
to get?
Box Lab.
I mean, I actually advised differently. I said, bro, it ain't the worst thing. It's not like Box Lab and MVP aren't co-promoting. They share the same cards. They share the same dates. They literally on the same. Like Medina's not with MVP, but he's on the MVP 15th date. So what's the big deal? Somebody trying to give you activity? Like, I don't know. I guess it's
They had
different.
dates.
They have dates. Of course they have
Yeah.
dates. They have fucking dates. But that's what I'm saying. If you just a boxer, you don't know about that. I'm trying to tell him, like, again, it ain't the worst thing. Damn, we just lost a caller. All right. Now it's time to wrap it up. Somebody was there while we was rambling. Nes GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Let me make sure I got to all my super chats. B3, member for 12 months on a champ level. He says, Nes, Vega, what up? Can I get your thoughts on Albert Bell versus Velez, Tito versus Nakatili? Appreciate it. And Vega look like a marathon runner. He should coach Haney. Shout out to TBV. What could I say about those fights? Let me see, did they change anything on the bet? And because I ain't even do a betting show because it's like they give you such poor options, you know, on these particular fights. They don't treat. I swear, I can't wait for Pro Box to make their own book, you know, because they're a boxing channel, and they would at least care about all boxing fucking fights, man. They would find the lines. Like, even better, that's with this kid. Is he just an endorsement? Like, is he just a face, or is that shit real? Because they should have more boxing and be, more boxing oriented. But we talking about Velez. Look, okay, they opened up 8 markets for the Albert Bell fight. They still okay. Okay, they got a couple things, but nothing crazy, man. Jake Paul fights, they got, is Jake Paul going to fart as a fucking prop bet? You know what I'm saying?
No way.
I'm exaggerating, obviously, but they do got those crazy things
Okay.
like that for him. I swear.
And that's on Beta?
I mean, on any book, bro. Like when he fought the dude Diaz, bro, there was like takedowns, chokeholds, all that shit. All those props were there. I Well, they did open up some lines. Let me see if they opened up anything for Nakatilia and my boy Tito Mercado.
And that's a tough one, I think, to kind of figure it out, because this would probably be the first time Tito's facing someone with real power. So you just never know how that may change, how they're game planning. You probably have more insight because I've noticed you like to keep those things. You make a phone call and all of a sudden you know how they're going to approach it. So it'll be interesting.
I didn't ask the dad.
Mm.
I didn't ask the dad. You're right. I probably
'Cause I
should.
thought Harriman was going to try to get rounds in.
Yeah, and
That's
then
what I
and, and
thought.
and he was like, nah. If I could get him out of
Nah.
there, I'm getting him out of there.
Yo, and you saw, I mean, the first left hand, he committed so hard. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh shit, it's not going.
Damn, that's some good ass odds though. Look, rounds 1 through 2 plus 750. Will this fight end? 5 through 6, 375. 9 through 10, 550.
Mm.
They definitely got Mercado as the favorite. Heavy minus 700.
Yeah, man, that's a tougher one. I
What
think the
about your
bell.
boy
I think Velez
Shabazz?
makes it.
You think he makes the decision? What about
Yeah, when I was
Shabazz?
looking, when he gets stopped again, he got stopped against Gabe Flores because he took that fight on short notice, quick. Yeah, I think it was like, I don't know, like a month or a couple weeks, and he got stopped in like 7. But Velez was just fighting. I mean, and also, how do you make the weight? I got to take a look, but just my feeling is, unless Bell lands another good body shot, he's not going to stop him to the head.
Have you watched that girl, Irma Garcia's?
No.
Yeah. What about Shabazz? The dude
Never
Shabazz.
looked. Nah, I
No,
didn't. Nah,
he's on a
man. This
matchroom
is
card.
a light. I need a lot. I need a break sometimes, man. This was a weekend to take a break from taking a look at people because next week we got some shit going on. We got a lot going on.
Right.
Starting with Pro Box. Even if you want to take a look at Canada's card on Tuesday, there's a lot of things to take a look at.
Yup. Well, that does it for the callers. Actually, we got somebody on the line. Who is this? This is Special Feature Louisiana. What up?
What up, Neff?
What's up with
I
you?
just, I hope that this is leading to them making the Wilder Joshua fight. I'm glad that Saudi Arabia is taking interest because we definitely need somebody to organize this chaos in the boxing community and make it easier for us, easier for these fighters to get fights, and easier for casuals to follow. And Supermax said everybody's name but mine, but that's okay. I know y'all try to work on Border Wars, and you'll start saying my name soon because I ain't forgot about it. We gonna see each other in the ring for Border Wars, but that's my call.
All right. And that officially wraps it up. NesGTO, Instagram and Twitter. Alex, where can they catch you? And your fantasy betting league, right?
Oh, so yeah, the Pick'em League, man. A lot of people say they're hardcore is one way to show it. Really, I run it through Discord, so you can join the TBV Discord. I usually drop the link and then the other link for that specific betting Discord. Also, you can catch me on Instagram at the Vega Meister. That's double E on the, and also on Twitter at _Zora de la Vega. Also, check me out tomorrow if you want. Should be by 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fight Night Scores. Fight Night, one word. Also, we do a website where you can create scorecards. We have scorecards for usually upcoming fights at fight-score.com.
All right.
That was a mouthful. Jesus.
Peace.